Live from Studio 6B in the Fimple Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels
Live?
Live?
Did you hear my feed?
Yeah, just for a second there. I heard a little bit of a in the background.
I
Whoopsie.
usually mute my Zoom before we start, and I forgot to do it.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. That's okay. We'll forgive you, Cody.
Love you a lot, folks.
Welcome to the show. We got a ton of people here who've been in the chat, and we're glad you're here. There's been some interesting things discussed.
Is the avatar the guy who got the VCR?
No.
It's a different commercial.
It's just a picture of it's the same commercial, but it's just a guy in the.
That's not the same guy.
No, I don't think so. No, that's not the same guy. I got the VCR. That guy's got arrows poking him. See?
I know. It's he's playing Strider, I think it looks like, and he's on one of those levels that has spikes, but they just kind of look like arrows pointing up.
Yeah, you should take a look at the feed now. See what you see there. And wait about 7 seconds, and then you'll see it, I think. So.
Okay.
Should see it here any time.
Is that a caption there?
Yeah. I got that set up on my Windows 10 PC where I can put in little things there.
So, in a way, you could comment to the audience about things, since there's not a chat to do that in.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's not, but the problem with this is if you're listening on archive, you won't see this like ever, because I delete the video files for these shows because it's not really a video show, but I can describe it.
I mean, you might see it if the stream is still on YouTube.
But yeah, on YouTube you would see it for sure, but not on
these
archive.
These days, that's a rare condition. This day and age.
Yes, for sure.
Finding the good news on this bad edge.
Let's check in with the chat. Say hi to everybody. We got Don Wong. We've got Lionheart. Was that a Van Damme movie?
Yes.
Back in the 90s.
And we've heard the trailer to it recently on the show.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Lionheart. We did? Did we play it? Did I play
it?
Okay.
Kira's played it.
Must have been a show I wasn't on.
Yeah, you must not be listening to those shows.
Scotty Wolf is here. And he says, check your PayPal. And yes, we got that. We got some, he sent us some beer money. Thank you so much.
Well, we were going to bring it up, and it wasn't only because we were just now reminded. We would have brought it up anyway.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you,
Scotty Wolf.
This Pran Funkels is made possible.
It happened.
Go ahead.
Tonight. Go ahead.
Pran Funkels is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. If you ever watch PBS, you know what I'm talking about. I watch a lot of PBS now that I don't.
Yeah. Isn't there some trinkling piano noise after it says thank you?
Something like that. Something.
I heard it in my head.
Something soothing in that.
Yeah. So there's like some boring piano jazz, pleasant music playing.
Boring? Well, fuck you. I listen to that all day. Gary Busey Burger.
Smooth jazz on a piano.
I think it's more just like a little uplifting little trinklage, a little Peter Trinklage.
Well, you know what I think? I want to trinkle on it.
Oh.
I don't like it. I want to
Okay.
pee on it.
Well,
Yeah.
put a bird on it. Remember that?
Have you seen that?
Have you seen that from 10 years ago?
Did you read that? Did you read it?
Did you read? Did you read?
I did not like the end of it.
So Gary Busey, Burger King, Blue what? 1, 2, 3 says getting hard.
Well,
who else?
getting high.
Getting hard. Price Chopper is here, washing his handsome hands.
Is he? I don't see Price Chopper.
Yeah, he just came in and did.
Let me change it from top chat to live chat, where all messages are visible.
That's a big problem. Live chat
So stupid.
With,
why is the default the one that doesn't show you everything?
Honor students don't want to see any naughty words, and I mean seriously, you could probably put bottom hole on here, and it would edit that out in the top chat. Top chat should just say censored chat. That's all it is. There's no top. There's nothing top about it. It's not Top Gun chat.
I just now saw the handsome hands of Price Chopper.
Mm-hmm. That's handsome hands is a phrase Cody came up with when we were children. When we would go out to a restaurant or someplace that had the little blow dryer thing to blow dry your hands, and it always showed. Or was it the soap dispenser? And it would show a little.
Both.
It would show a little.
The World Dryer or whatever it's called, World something, that the hand dryer that was really common. You rarely see anymore.
Show like
the thing that has the push button, receive bacon, graffiti.
It was
it's like a hand with red lines coming on it.
Yeah. Well, this thing specifically, whatever it was like a vertical hand and a horizontal hand.
Coming on, it's gonna go.
Yeah, so anyway, and Cody used to call that handsome hands when he saw it.
Oh, you know what else? There was I think it was a plush Pac-Man stuffed animal, and it had a tag
with a couple of hands.
Applause.
That kind of, you're right.
So that might have been the original, but I think it was around the same time as a kid. Like, I noticed that logo on the tag, and it looked very similar to the
I think you're right.
soap dispenser and or air dryer hands.
And so Cody called it handsome hands.
I don't know why. I guess I thought those hands were handsome.
Yeah. It's obviously hand models. Hands, be a hand model. You could be a hand model. I like
You mean like that Joey from that Friends show?
Is that what it was? He a hand model? I have no idea. I didn't
seems
watch
like he
that
was.
show.
Unless I'm mixing it up with some other 90s thing.
I couldn't be a hand model, not because my hands are ugly, but I got a lot of scars on them because of just shit that's happened to me in my life and previous jobs.
Tell the truth. It is just that your hands are ugly. I know you don't want to admit it.
Ah, darn it, you caught me. Nah, but I've had some really fucked up things happen. When I and Cody, you've probably heard this story. When we lived in Los Angeles, we had our stuff shipped out there in pods, and so we didn't have stuff for about 3 days. The first 3 days we were out there, so we got our stuff, and while we were unloading everything and moving it into the house, I was like holding this picture that has like the glass, it was like a picture with a glass frame and everything. So, not one of those that you'd fucking buy at Best Buy or something. It was actual piece of plate glass in there. And something happened, and I was holding it kind of upright. And so I had a hand at the top and a hand at the bottom, and like that plate glass got loose and just went down on my thumb knuckle like a fucking guillotine. And my thumb was just kind of like sideways and up at an angle. So imagine your thumb knuckle just kind of getting sliced back like a piece of roast beef.
All right, so you were holding it with one hand and it fell on the other?
No. I was holding it. Imagine I had a hand at the top and a hand at the bottom, and it was like kind of it was
Okay.
taller than it was wide, basically. So I
Yeah.
handed
I'm just trying to picture how the guillotine
the
occurred.
frame like broke or something at the bottom,
I'm
and the
only
plate
picturing this as a
glass.
cartoon.
Yeah, the plate glass just came out of the fucking frame and sliced like basically a horseshoe in my fucking thumb knuckle.
But
Like,
your hand was on the frame.
uh huh.
The thumb that got sliced was holding the frame.
Yes, like the
How
bottom of
does
the
I'm just
frame. Yeah,
how did it
I don't
manage to
know.
slice you then? Like
It
did it
it
bounce up cartoonishly
I
when
don't
the
think you're
frame broke? Did
understanding.
it go boop and fly up?
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying here. So,
Okay. Well, you said it was sliced it like a guillotine
well, yeah, the piece of glass went down, like fell down, like the glass
onto your,
basically, yes, went onto my thumb knuckle. It
which
didn't.
was holding the frame.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It was weird. I don't know how it happened either, but
Okay.
the glass just kind of came out the bottom of the frame or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's just move past this.
Anyway, so I got like a pretty good scar. You know, it's not like they're not like noticeable, but I got a little scar. That is probably the worst one. Then I've got scars from being cut before. BB's here, so I could never be a thumbnail. BB's
A
here.
thumbnail.
I could never be a hand model. Thumb
Well,
model.
Gary
Hand
Busey Burger King is saying that it was an episode of Seinfeld where George became a hand model,
Oh yeah.
but Friends had an episode where Joey met his hand twin. So I think I had probably just mashed those together because it's same show basically in
Mash.
my head.
Who else is here? So BB's here. Gary Busey Burger King. Um,
Matuseldon.
Matuseldon. Matuseldon? Is it
He said
Matuseldon?
should have went to handsome boy modeling school.
That was was that Get a Life? Is that a Chris?
Yes,
Yes, I knew that somehow. I haven't seen that since the
probably
90s.
because we have a friend who is no longer with us
Ah, yes.
who talked a lot about it.
Yeah. Well, I remember that shit too. That I remember a lot of those episodes that I talk about. I'm the sign of a really good show is when it's just like really quotable or there's like little weird things about it that you just fucking remember. And the things I
Yeah,
remember about that show was I remember for whatever reason the one that just was really stuck in my memory was the one with Martin Mull, where Martin Mull was some TV show host and
yeah.
Chris won a contest to have
Who's
him.
named Sandy something?
Yeah, yes, and he ended up staying at their house with them. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was fucking weird. So and then there was another one I remember where they traveled back in time or something, and he discovered some juice in the garage or something. He made some juice where you can travel back in time, and like he fucked everything up or something, and so he said, and he ended up back in the future, but and back in the present, but he'd fucked everything up, so he had to get he was like, okay, I gotta it was the very end of the episode, and he's like, I gotta go back and fix that. So he just picks up this thing and starts drinking this container of whatever this juice is, and he looks down and goes, oh man, and it says juice that makes you explode, and he just blows up. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And that was
I
kind of
was
towards the end of that series, which I think, how many years was that on? 2 years or something?
I believe so, yeah. 2
Get a Life with Chris Elliott.
seasons, or did it have 3?
I think it was 2.
Somebody in the
93.
chat probably knows.
Did we miss
I think
anybody?
I think it was just 2. There's not very many episodes.
ANV. Weenie Hut Jr. Hadn't seen you in a while. So, is that everybody? Jacoby's Bunghole. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, man? Of course.
Well,
witty,
he's asking
witty
about
name.
Jarvis again.
Witty name. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Who's asking about what?
Jacoby's Bunghole says, remember when Jarvis found his twin brother? Remember that?
Oh, that was that's no, which that was the Friends episode. What?
No, I don't know if it's anything. I just
Okay. All right.
if he's he might be talking about Eugene Jarvis when he played Smash TV and he pointed at the screen and said, "That's my twin brother."
Okay.
Because the character was designed after him.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. All right.
Wish I had a clip of that queued up, but you know what's funny is I was thinking about Smash TV. I think it was today or maybe yesterday, but I was driving around. Sorry to bring this subject up, folks, but I heard something about crowd control in regards to the current situation.
Mm-hmm.
But it just reminded me of I think every time I hear the phrase crowd control, since I was a kid, it always reminds me of Smash TV.
Okay.
Because that was like one of the screens on there. It says crowd control.
Yeah.
I don't think it says it literally. It just the text on the screen. It has like names for different rooms and stuff.
Right. Crowd control the Major Tom. All right. That's all I got to say.
It made me happy just to be reminded of Smash TV.
He says, "Know the other Jarvis, you know, the one with the little arm."
Oh. Is that the gentleman in Scary Movie 2?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
that's what he's talking about. Yeah, where he picks up the ham and starts licking it and shit. Yeah. It's like, no. What's it like? Who is somebody's falling out the window and he's like grab onto my hand, and it's this little weird fucking sausagey fingered hand. He's like, give me the other one. He was like, no, it's not. There's no strength in it. Grab my little hand. Yeah, he's actually really funny in that. Chris Elliott is. Chris Elliott kind of steals the show on that one. He's not in it for very long either.
Well, what about David Cross?
David Cross is in it quite a bit, and he does all right.
Well, I was just thinking, I was going to say that movie doesn't seem that. I mean, it doesn't seem that old, but it is. But it is. Because I was just thinking, like, you couldn't even make that movie now.
Yeah, well, it's a Wayans Brothers movie from like 20. It's like 20-year-old movie, isn't it? I think it came out in 2001 or something like that. But
yeah, but like you can't make fun of anything.
Yeah, it's pretty
in comedy right now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
you just like anything that can be, like if it can be put into a category of, you know, a certain type of people.
Yeah.
Any category really, like.
Yeah, it's gotten kind
of. If you're making fun of a certain type of people, then it's not allowed.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, you know.
As speaking of Friends, as David Schwimmer said on his The More You Know, you can be funny without making fun of someone else.
Just not that funny. Just not very funny.
Just not, you know, laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud. We got somebody here, and let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I got his. I should have had this ready to go. So is this it?
I wanna know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I wanna know what you're feeling. That's how Pran Funkels lie.
Sorry, that was so loud.
Pure energy.
Pure energy.
I
That
haven't
was
heard
some
that
good
in a long
synthesized
time. A long drink. Long drink.
And it hits me right in the G spot
Yeah.
of my mouth.
Every time I feel it. Oh boy, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. Hello everybody. Hello Pran Funkels.
Hi.
It has been a while. No one sing it.
Did you say a while?
I did.
It's been a while.
We pronounce our H's around here. Here.
Do you know the interesting thing? Our governor does the same thing. And he's supposed to be from Ohio. And he pronounces his W's like H's. Because it's been a while.
I think, for some reason, I think that's not just a redneck thing. It's because there's people like there's people everywhere that just randomly say Washington and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, that's another Midwest. My dad does the same thing.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
you told
I've
us
told you
that
this
too.
before.
That's right. Yeah. We've talked about this before. That's right. I just had a flashback. I was like, you know what I mean?
It's
It's
interesting because I heard somebody say that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, is that not just an Oklahoma thing?"
Yeah. I remember being a kid and thinking,
You know what? You know what that means? It means that Ohio, yes, I said the word, and Oklahoma are basically the same state, which is
they are.
kind of.
Huh?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, not quite.
Not really. But I remember thinking as a kid, like, I remember always thinking like saying, "Isn't it? Isn't it? That's weird, isn't it?" Was like a redneck thing, and then I heard like I heard like a British guy say it, and I was like, "Wait a minute, the Brits say that? Say in it? In it? That's weird, isn't it? Isn't it?" So no, that's not just a redneck thing. Anyway, so it's like kind of one of those things. I don't know. It's like there's certain little things like that we all kind of say. All English speakers say. I
Too much of
guess.
that new age whole grain stuff. Know what I mean?
Not I mean.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I was incorporating that into a prank call, I think, last weekend.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The Kevin's dead one.
Kevin's dad wanted to know about.
And this guy just like stayed on the line
The
for
gas station sign. Can I go? Can I stand across the road and stare at your gas station sign?
Now I got to tell you, that's not a very good Jack Nicholson. What you're doing is not.
Well,
Mine's
yeah.
pretty good.
Well, I know yours is, but come on.
My impersonation of Jack Nicholson is spot on. If you don't mind for a while.
I was trying to think. I was thinking of that, Cody, and I was wondering, like, what is the
Have
movie?
you ever served in an infantry unit?
What are the movies, or what is the main movie that he says, if you don't mind, or what?
Yeah, it's a Few Good Men.
Few Good Men, is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
It
If
seems
you
like he
don't
says it in.
mind.
I thought he said. It seems like he says it in a lot of movies.
That's what I was thinking too. Is maybe he probably says that a
Because
lot.
I was thinking, as good as it gets. I bet he
Yeah,
says it
yeah,
in
yeah.
that a lot.
What about anger?
I'm gonna
management?
not step on a crack when I'm walking on down the sidewalk, if you don't mind.
I don't want to break my mother's back. Like that band sung about.
Speaking of movies that you probably couldn't make these days, I believe he uses the F word in that a lot.
yeah.
The bad one
The bad one. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
in regards to Greg Kinnear's character.
Oh okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
Not Greg Peckerspink's character.
I'd forgotten about Greg Peckerspank.
Old Gregory.
It's been so long. He needs to make a call
Greg Peckerspeg
tonight.
Oh, we need Mike for that soundboard. Where the fuck's Mike? Damn it! No, we already talked about it.
He's out of commission for a while.
Yeah, the commission for a while. For a while.
For a while.
See, he would pronounce the H, I think.
Isn't Jack Nicholson originally from Kentucky or something? Or
I don't
Tennessee
know.
or something like that? I'd have to look
I
that
don't
up.
know.
I'd look
Where's
that up.
Christian Slater from? Is it the
I
same
don't know.
area?
I don't know. Let's take a look here.
Because he impersonates him,
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Where was he born? Huh? Where was he born? He was born in New Jersey, so I was totally wrong. Why did I think he was from, like, Kentucky or Tennessee or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe just something about the way he slightly cross-eyed stares at the gas station sign.
I'm gonna be slightly cross. The guy said
And
something
my
about
bottom teeth are gonna look like the bullets on Raiden. The arcade smash hit.
Wait a minute.
shooter
Could you open your mouth just a little bit? That
from Cebu
it's uncanny. Look at that. They look just like the
Takahashi
bullets.
or something.
They look just like the bullets that come out of the airplane on Raiden.
They're blowing up Wilford's house. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're getting way off here. So, well, all right. Welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's everybody duck and covering.
Everybody, rock your body.
I went to the store today.
Oh boy, did you wear a
Every
mask?
time.
You're supposed to
No.
You're supposed to wear a mask. CDC says wear a mask now. After it's saying don't wear a mask, they're saying wear a mask. Yeah.
I thought they didn't do any good.
Well, there's.
But I heard that.
Did you
But
do
I
it
also-
in a Johnny Cash voice? I went to the store today.
No, I actually had a mask with me, but it's like the cheapest possible dust mask.
I had a dust mask with me.
I think it was like I bought a pack of 5 of them at Price Chopper, and it was when I was cleaning the previous Pran Funkels basement, and I wanted a dust mask to do it.
Well, they say
So it's pretty dusty.
Wait, you cleaned the previous basement?
Yeah, he
How
moved.
is that possible?
He's
There's
moved.
a new Pran Funkels basement
Yeah, they
that
moved.
I'm in right
Oh, so you got away from those.
now.
So you
Yeah.
got away from those fuckers that wanted to screw you out of your driveway there.
Yes, and it's been great.
It's been great.
All right.
And now we're still not done with the situation.
Now,
Because we
did
haven't
Tony the
gotten our-
Tiger? Did Tony the Tiger?
I think we know where you go.
Did he? Oh my God!
That's okay. So you went to the store. Let's get the rest of the story. You went to the store, and
When we
you
get
should
our-
you should put on
Yes.
any mask. You should wear any mask that you have. They're
Okay.
even saying like cloth masks.
We
are
haven't
fine,
gotten our
but, yeah.
deposit back.
Oh, that's
so
surprising.
the story's not completely over yet. So stay tuned, folks. I'm sure this dipshit is just in a big hurry to give our deposit back.
Right.
Now, if you want a quick update, we had to do a final walkthrough with the property management company,
Mm-hmm.
in which they said that it was in better condition than when we moved in. It was cleaner and in better condition.
Okay. Yeah.
Dipshit sent his own like representative to be there, which doesn't really mean anything
Right.
to me, I guess. But she was
Right.
like finding stuff like, did you do this right here? What's this stain here on the ceiling? Is it? And I was like, nope, that was here when we moved in. I had to like say that
Over
about
and over.
20 different times. Yeah, about everything. So yeah, obviously, like he sent her to try to find excuses to, take it out of our deposit or whatever. So,
right.
Anyway, it's there. He is already doing or trying to do that now. So,
well, he'll probably send you a check back for $20 or something.
Yeah. And then we're gonna fucking sue him.
Well,
like,
or mail it back to him and just write
No.
keep it ass wipe on it.
No, like we're going to sue him. Like, even if it means giving all the money over to the attorney. Like.
That's thing is assholes like that. He's probably done that a million times and.
No, I don't think he's that savvy.
Yeah.
I think he's a dipshit.
Well, you think he's never been sued before for anything?
Well, I don't know. I don't know
Anyway,
much about him.
Not trying to talk you out of it. I'm just saying that this could be some guy that this is just normal for him. So.
I'm sure like trying to fuck people over is normal for him.
That's what I mean, and so trying to sue him may just be a waste of time. But anyway.
Well, just out of spite at this point.
Oh.
And guess what? I do have another update.
Okay.
The house is sitting empty, folks. He's not receiving any rent for this month.
Well, how did you know that?
Because I've driven by and his manager is like still showing it to people.
Okay.
So obviously it's
they'll get another sucker in there soon enough.
Well, one thing that she told me was, because I was talking a lot about the driveway and showing her the trash that's still sitting out there, that the garbage people, like, there's a trash can with no bag in it that's full of a bunch of crap, and then there's a giant garbage bag that's been sitting there for like a month.
Okay.
Just on their side of the driveway, and just has not moved.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the management that dipshit sent, I was talking to her and she was saying, yeah, I told him he's going to have to replace this driveway before anybody moves in here. Which, yeah, he is. Like, he could have just done that when we were there, and we'd still probably stay there and deal with it. But the fact that he just didn't want to do anything about the situation or anything else
right
that happened that needed to be fixed, like he just wanted to avoid it. Just like by far the most I've ever paid in rent in a nice neighborhood, and simultaneously like the shittiest landlord situation, and I haven't lived in extremely shitty apartments or houses, but I've lived in a handful of places and had some shitty landlords, but nowhere near as much as the one where I'm paying the most, or was paying. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is
fuck that shit.
The rich people, some of them are assholes.
Oh, this guy's rich?
Just some of them. Yes.
Okay.
Well,
it could just be an asswipe. He may not be rich. But
Well, he owns this house and lives out of state, and
that's.
Let me say, most landlords are
and is old.
pieces of shit.
Yeah, I mean, they are, and everyone that I've ever had is way above that guy.
That's why they call it the American dream. Fuck those guys. Own your own place. You don't have to
And
deal with them.
there's this group email that the people on the block that we lived on have.
Oh,
and
that sounds like a awesome email to be on.
Right.
Yeah, well, if you let me finish.
Sorry.
I keep getting emails just about goings on and stuff, but I just want to like tell them the whole thing because some of them know the guy that owns this place and they act like he's such a great guy. And I just want to put in this email like exactly what the experience has been like.
Yeah. What
and what
can
a
it
piece
hurt?
of shit this guy is,
What can it hurt?
But well, I'm just waiting. I'm giving him an opportunity to send our deposit back.
Well, I'll say
before I
this. As
do
many times
anything.
as you've called him a dipshit, it really made me think of this right here.
I'm Mama Noodles, you dipshit! Come get the pizza with noodles on. Look at the spice pie. You got noodles, egg rolls, fortune cookies toppings. It's a Chinese pizza, Dodo. Buy this fucking pie. Come on! Mama Noodles, we deliver.
Oh,
Remember
what
that?
was that from?
Tim and Eric. This right here.
I'm Mama Noodles, you dipshit!
Mama Noodles, you dipshit.
I was picturing something from Adult Swim, but I wasn't thinking it was Tim and Eric.
Mama Noodles. All right.
Okay. Anyway, so you're all up to date. So I went to the store, and every time I've gone to the store, which is, I'm obviously trying to make that as little as possible, but people are gradually appearing to start taking things a little bit seriously.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, there was a woman apparently with a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Now she had a cover over. It was like, a little car seat type thing that she had sitting in the cart, and she had it covered. So like, I was thinking, well, maybe she was just using that to shoplift and like, putting groceries in it.
That's possible.
Maybe she didn't bring a very small, probably newborn baby into the grocery store to go shopping. And maybe she literally doesn't know anyone to get the groceries for her, and somehow is not capable of store pickup or,
Well, there's a lot of people
delivery
not capable of store pickup, honestly.
And then there were 2 or 3 other people that just had like their little kids with them and just running around and grabbing stuff. And like, do you have to bring your fucking kids to the grocery store during this? Like, could you just go by yourself? Is that possible? And then there's like, most people seem like they're actually, trying not to get close to you. And then other people seem like they are, like, they don't know, or
they're just being dickheads.
too stupid, or they're being dickheads, or they think it's a hoax or whatever. I don't know.
It's definitely a hoax.
Yeah. Definitely the government.
There are people who believe that. So.
I'm not saying it's not possible,
but it's not possible.
I think it is. I think people are dying from this for real. And, Anyway, Pran Funkels. Is that what we're doing?
To the Funkels.
Are we doing Pran Funkels?
I think maybe we're doing Pran Funkels now. I don't know.
Live.
Tickle to bash.
Oh yeah, Pran Funkels is here, and we're glad you guys joined us tonight because we got a really a real doozy of a show. We're gonna make some Pran Funkels, I believe. Is that right?
Yes. In fact, let's make one right now.
Yeah, we should do that.
Let's Kenny Kingston make that call now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet spirits. Oh, sweet spirits.
The offer for which you're calling is not yet available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Who did that sound like?
I don't know. The offer you're calling. I don't know. I don't know what that sounded like exactly.
The offer for which you're calling is not yet available.
Available.
The guy from the 40-year-old virgin that works at the
That says go fuck a goat.
electronics store.
Keep saying go fuck a goat. That guy.
And I think that same guy like stabbed somebody and is, well, I don't know if he's in prison still, but
Yeah. Oh, Grandpa's got another message up. What's that?
Grandpa's
What?
coming in a whirly bird. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Grandpa's got another message. Another cartoon bubble. So.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you see it? Did you see?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad you people listening on archive. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it, but it sure is fun.
Well, I think Grandpa is experiencing something that can only be described using a certain tune. Let's see how quickly I can.
Oh, just so long as he was coming in a whirly bird.
Santa's coming in a whirly bird.
No.
Witty names this. Has anyone seen Beef House? It's something Tim and Eric are doing on Adult Swim now. I don't have cable anymore, but it looks kind of interesting. So. That's happening to Grandpa.
Yeah. He fell on some spikes. And then this happened. It's pretty wacky death music. It's on par with something else I don't have queued up, but I have a recording of it and I haven't played it since last week, so let's hear it one more time.
All right.
Sounds like something that Neil Young would put on the end of a song to keep things going.
Does it?
The Trojan Game Over theme by Neil Young. Look out! You just died.
Is it Trojan or Strider that sounds like Neil Young?
Which
Is it the?
which one? That one?
Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's the Neil Young. I was hoping it was the other one.
So that sounds like the end of a Neil Young song, is what you're saying?
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, he was a
Sounds
video
more
he
like-
was a video game composer there for a while.
Oh, shit.
Young Strider, look at my life.
Well, 10 soldiers.
Keep
Nixon's
on dying in the pit there. Keep on dying in the free world. All right.
Should we say what we're drinking, by the way?
We could do that. I don't think I have the thing though, because I was looking for that.
Pran Funkels asks.
Let me see if I have it.
Somebody has it. I don't have it though.
But we came prepared tonight, folks.
I don't know why there's a bunch of shit. Oh no, I do have it. Here it is. Ready? Here we go.
Hey, me, fellas. Look here.
Pran Funkels asks, what are you drinking?
Seagram's. Seagram's. Golden wine cooler.
All right.
Now, and I'll ask the chat to participate as well. So go ahead.
Tell us what you're drinking, everybody.
Tell us what you're drinking.
Tell us about it.
Tell us about it. Says Pat
As Pat
Sajak.
Sajak.
What wide world of drinking?
I'm drinking I have 2 beers left, and I guess I'll go first.
Yes, go.
I'm drinking. It's just. Can you hear it coming out of my beer koozie there thing?
Yes, I can hear the
found my-
koozie.
It's
Self aroused and titillated by that sound.
it is, and I don't even know why I didn't really have to pull it out to look at it or anything. It's Fat Tire, just your basic Fat Tire, and that's because I picked this stuff up at the on-cue drive-through because I was saying this on last couple episodes. I've not been into a building other than my work and then home like since March 11th. My wife asked me to get her something from on-cue, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through the
And
drive.
they have a drive-through,
Yeah, all the on-cues do. You didn't
which
know
is
that?
a gas station.
Who else asked me
convenience
that?
store.
Somebody else asked me that too. Was like
I didn't.
that has a drive-through. I was like, yeah, they all do. All the on-cue. It's like
I didn't.
It's like one of the big, huge. I guess I think they're. I don't know if they're in competition with Quick Trips or what, but they're like really large, and you know what, you've seen on-cues. Anyway, but
there are like the first on-cue I was ever familiar with is I'll go ahead and say which one specifically. It's in Stroud.
oh, okay,
And it's off of Route 66.
okay,
It's very small. Definitely doesn't have a drive-through.
okay.
And
I think they
it's
all
more
do.
like
You
It's-
get your kicks there.
it's
You get
kind of
your
like
kicks there.
yeah,
On
it's
Route
kind of like one of
66.
those, or like one like old school gas station where the store part that you go into is like pretty tiny.
Yeah, I think they started out that way, but now like all of them are. I mean, they're just taking over. They're taking 7-Elevens.
I'll tell you what
That's
I
why
liked about
7-Elevens are getting huge now. It's because they're
I
having
liked
to
that-
compete with. Go ahead.
Yeah. I liked that Stroud on cue because
Stroud.
the way the bathroom was, I knew that I could go in there and not have to touch too many things, and then I could wash my hands, and there would be paper towels to open the door with.
Right.
I just appreciated that it was if I was driving between Oklahoma City and Tulsa, there was an exact, and taking the scenic way, that was the halfway point, and
Yeah,
it was just
cool.
like I would usually need to take a piss, and I knew I could go in there. Maybe 1 out of 100 times they didn't have paper towels, but you know how when you have a go-to gas station like that, and,
Right.
that was one of mine.
A
Back in the
go-to
day.
gas station sign.
I used to stare at their signs
So
all
anyway,
night long.
I was feeling
Son-
randy.
So you don't see many gas stations that have a drive-through. Do you remember there was I think it's probably been played on the show, but it was a call to that I did, or maybe we haven't played it on the show because it's not that funny. But it's one of those old, calls from a cassette when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a place in the phone book
Oh yeah,
under
yeah,
gas stations. It was called Window,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was funny that it was called
You would just
Window.
call this number, and they would just say, and it was like the full name of it was like the pull up window or some what I don't remember what it
No,
was.
I think it just said Window in the phone book.
The guy would answer the phone, just go window, window, and like you called
And
it.
then it
You called
turns
it.
out,
Go ahead.
like one of your friends, I think, knew what it was and was like, no, it's like a drive-through that you pull up to a window.
You just ask him.
So they
for
just
stuff.
call it Window.
So anyway, I went through the drive-through. Were you done?
Yeah, pretty much, because that was like the prank call. I was pretty much
Yeah,
just like,
the guy just said
"Window."
window, and you were like window. Yeah, you were
It was a
talking.
very
snap.
long exposition.
So I went through. I was going through their drive-through anyway, which took me about 25 minutes to go through because nobody is going in there. Everybody was going through the drive. I expected it though. I expected it to be like all of. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna guess that all of them are probably like that because you can get like anything through the window with cigarettes, beer, whatever you need. They'll just fucking bring it to you. So, you know, it's pretty kind of cool. But so while I was going through there, getting something for my wife, I just thought, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna grab a 6-pack of Fat Tire just because that was what was on the. I can't ever. They have like some craft brews and stuff in there. Some of the
Was
more.
it the regular Fat Tire? Was it like a?
Yeah, it's just a
special?
regular old Fat Tire, and that's because that's what I saw on their little window graphic. I didn't know because I don't go. I have bought beer in there before, but I don't. Usually I go to a liquor store, so I didn't know exactly what they have. But they do have.
And you didn't want to
craft
be one of
beers.
those fucking assholes who holds up the line
Exactly.
at a drive-through and
Can you
like,
tell me what craft beers you have?
can you go? I actually heard somebody at Taco Bell, and they were saying they weren't sure what they wanted and were just still deciding. And there was
Was this
a
in the
long
drive-through?
line.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's
course.
got to be.
Yeah. So they were like giving these very specific instructions on how to make each item, of course. And like one of those instructions was light lettuce on that one. And I was like,
Light lettuce.
you think Taco Bell is gonna
Gonna give a
really?
shit about that?
They probably like put extra lettuce on it.
Just to be a dick.
Yeah. Like I'm tickled shitless if I go to Taco Bell and they don't accidentally leave one or two items off of out of my bag. I gave up a long time ago on the idea of like just expecting them to like customize and get the individual ingredients correct on everything. Anyway, sorry.
Nah, that's all right. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm drinking. Fat Tire.
Well, that was a very convoluted answer there.
Well, some of the stories weren't mine, but all I was trying to say was I went through a drive-through because you.
Hey, Cody,
can you
go next in saying what you're drinking in 20 seconds or less?
Absolutely not.
All right.
So what are you drinking?
But I'll tell you what I'm drinking. I got a variety pack of the Boulevard Space Camper series.
I like that. I like those.
And there's 3 different kinds.
Oh, wait a second here. Oh, wow.
One I had many times, which is the Cosmic Caper, I think it's called. I've got one sitting here. Let me look at it. Cosmic IPA. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no caper involved. So there's
it's camper. It's camper, right?
Camper. No, Space Camper.
Space Camper, right?
So there's the Cosmic IPA, and then
there's no Great Muppet Caper though. IPA.
No. There's no Gonzo.
Well.
And then I've also got Lotus Aura India Pale Ale. And then the third option in the variety pack is Star Haze India Pale Ale, which is what I'm drinking right now. And I'm going to open one of the other ones, actually, because it's empty.
Okay.
So
I'm going to open the Cosmic.
So you got one of those variety packs.
I always like those. Those are fun. Those are fun.
I'd never seen this particular variety pack either.
All I know is like, you know, I'm used to drinking these hoppy craft beer shit, and I get this, and I really do like, you know, Fat Tire and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like, this doesn't have much flavor to it. I remember drinking this stuff like years ago when all I drank before was Budweiser, and thinking like, oh my God, this tastes so weird. Like, this has so much flavor to it. You know, it tastes like drinking bean sprouts or something. Like, you know, I remember thinking it tasted really weird, and it's like, it tastes like water to me now because I'm used to drinking stuff with with a lot of, you know, pretty heavy flavors and stuff in it now. So like hoppy flavors and stuff. You know what I want?
Yeah,
I want.
That's how I felt. I haven't gotten a Fat Tire in a long time, but the last time I did, I kind of felt like.
Did they? Are they watering it down? Or I mean, surely not.
I don't know.
Surely not.
Well, they were making the watered down.
Yeah, for Oklahoma's
version.
Well, you know what? I have to say this. So I'm looking in our chat tonight, and I see our great friend BB, who is an awesome singer, by the way. I did check out his channel. He's a great singer.
Yes.
He says he's just having tea tonight, and he hoped that no one's going to call him a douche for saying that. But you know what, BB, you're a douche.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm just kidding. But I will say you should have that tea with a little bit of bourbon. That's all I'm saying.
Or get some of that liquid THC and pour in there.
You know.
Well, you know what? You know what happened here a few minutes ago? This.
Yeah.
Another one brings some moves. Oh, yeah. Another one brings some moves. And it won't be
Well, till another one's gone. But BB, love you, bud. But you know what? Next time you got that tea, put a little bit of bourbon in that shit. Just saying. Makes it all better.
Yeah. Welp.
Excuse me, ladies.
Well, what's
up?
All right, so we'll just round it out here.
So, if you call BB a douche, his comeback to that would be something like this, probably.
Level 5.
Oh wait, there. I'm trying to get to this part queued up. There it is. I would imagine his comeback to being called a douche would be something like this.
Douchebags are hygienic products. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Ew.
Okay.
Well, I didn't really call BB a true douche.
Okay.
Just to be honest.
Was that from Wet Hot American Summer?
It was. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Douchebags are hygienic product. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. And he pushes his glasses up as he says, thank you. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So, you know, my normal Pran Funkels beer, I would hope at this point.
Yeah. Cody, what is it?
I'm not drinking that tonight.
Oh, what?
Laundromax.
Yes,
no
Laundromax IPA. Yep.
No Laundromax. No Laundromax right.
Nope. Tonight I am drinking a beer that says it is born in Scotland but brewed in Ohio.
Okay.
And this is called Brewdog Elvis Juice IPA.
Ah.
All right. So this is brewed in south of Columbus, I guess.
always wanted to taste Elvis's juice.
And you know what? I'm about ready to crack another one open. Ready? Hear this?
Play the song.
What have we got?
It's the tweaker version. Another one scratches a sore. Another one scratches a scab.
And another one scratches the moose. But it is a nice grapefruit infused IPA.
I got it pulled up on right now. It says, "This is an IPA like no other. Elvis Juice puts grapefruit center stage, primed with a tart, pithy grapefruit peel for a citrus assault on the senses."
Did they say center stage?
It says it's CENTRE, so I just jokingly said center stage.
Yeah, so like I said,
Center
it is.
stage.
It's UK, babe.
This Zest Zenith delivers intense U.S. hop aromas. Gigantic grapefruit notes are tailgated by orange and pine, all piled high on a caramel malt base. I'm Casey Kasem.
Yes, you sounded exactly like Casey when you said that. Yes.
The overall rate beer, the overall rating is 94 out of 100. So that's pretty good, I would think, because 94 is a real high number. So, well, all right.
94 out of 5,000.
Now, and Scotty Wolf just said the best thing about Ohio: cedar pints.
Okay. I'm not sure I know.
You
what
said
that
a mouthful, young man. You just said yourself a mouthful, and you just wrote your ticket to ride. The e-ticket on the. Well,
Yeah.
anyway.
Well,
What's the basket building?
I'm not sure
The
about
basket building?
Yeah.
the basket.
Is that a ride at Disneyland?
I don't know.
Or is it a class on how to build baskets?
I'm pretty sure LeBron teaches that class, but I'm not even sure he's in Ohio anymore.
I don't know. Well, all right.
I do have the Pran Funkels drum set, but I'm apprehensive about playing it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
not
it's
a big
about
idea.
time we make some Pran Funkels, don't you think?
It's about time. I've finished this beer and I need another one, but I only have one more. That sucks.
You need 3 more.
And I
in order
don't
to do
have
this
3
show.
more. If I go driving around and a cop pulls me over, they'll want to know what the fuck I'm out for, and if I tell them like I gotta get more beer, they'll be like, "That's not necessary."
I'm the host of Pran Funkels. Yeah,
They're not gonna give a shit.
Pran Funkels is an essential business. It must stay open
it must,
during this. Yeah, so
especially in these times. These are dire times, my friend.
yeah.
Dire Straits, take a dog in a buddy for nothing, minus
Classic rock.
a verse.
Minus a certain verse, yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Hello, and thank you for calling Thermostat Lab. We are not able to take your call at this time, so please leave a message and your call will be returned. Thank you.
Benny, did you leave?
Benny, are you
We
talking?
had 2 Turklesons we were trying to get over to you.
Benny.
We nudged them all night long.
Hey guys, we got the tickets to Foreigner.
I was looking for the Veil and the Strap Ticklers. Is he playing anytime soon?
No, we just got those tickets to Foreigner.
Did you get my 16-ounce shake?
Well, we were on the way to get it.
The Veil and Strap Ticklers. The latest album was "Strap Me On," I believe. Is that the tour they're on?
Well, the 16-ounce shake was on the way, but they needed to know if it was chocolate or vanilla.
It contains the Christian contemporary top 30 hit Fart Around at Pipes, I think.
Fart around
Yeah.
with pipes.
I'm not sure Christian Leitner just scored a bucket on TV here, so
Bruce Boxleitner.
no.
To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press...
Benny. Did you read? It's extremely distorted sounding. Benny? Well, 2 Turklesons we were trying to get over to you. Oh, Benny. We nudged him all night long.
Hey guys, we got the tickets to Foreigner.
I was looking for the villain, the Strap Ticklers. Is he playing anytime soon?
No, we just got those tickets to Foreigner.
No, did you get my 16-ounce shake?
Well, we were on the way to get it.
The Veil Strap Ticklers, the latest album was Strap Me On, I believe. Is that the tour they're on?
Well, the 16-ounce shake was on the way, but they needed to know if it was chocolate or vanilla.
It contains the Christian contemporary top 30 hit Fart Around at Pipes, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure Christian Leitner just scored a bucket on TV here, so...
Bruce Boxleitner.
To listen to your message, press 1.
Star of Tron.
I was trying to think of the opposite of Billboard number
and not
1
leave
hit.
a message, press 3. To leave your message, hang up now.
Hang up, bitch.
Is this another one of these with no urgent option?
To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record your message, press 2. Cancel and not leave a message, press 3.
And not
to
leave a
your
message.
Hang up now.
Stop shaking me, please.
Okay, I hung up, so...
To shake me while leaving a message.
No, that's like has to be like a new-ish voicemail system, but somehow it sounds older than shit and has no options on it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Would you agree? Like, that doesn't sound like a legit, like a 80s one or anything.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Sounds like an old version of a new one, like you said. I mean,
it sounds like a new voicemail system.
A new version that's just... Maybe that's the cheap version.
That's the always save voicemail system.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, speaking of, go to the grocery store, the labels on the generic brands of stuff, like they've definitely improved.
Okay.
Since we were kids, because I remember like being a kid and it'd be like literally it'd just be in print on the box, like always save instant white rice or whatever.
Yeah.
And now like they kind of make an attempt to have like sort of a flashy label with a nice picture of the product, maybe even.
Right.
But it's still like just a little bit off, like some high school...
Try my product.
Like some high school graphic artist students, like, designed it or something.
Okay.
I don't know. How is it that they've evolved that much, but like still, like, is it a law that the generic brand of something at the grocery store like has to have a crappier looking label?
It has to be plain and shitty. I don't know. Probably just probably has to do with how much money they put into it. I guess I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the assumption. But like, how can they not? Like, how can I have not ever seen one of those products and it didn't just stand out like a sore thumb? Like I've never been tricked into thinking it was something nice and luxurious and expensive.
Right.
I've always just immediately it looks cheap.
Right.
And
it's like
I buy it oftentimes.
It's almost like they have
make an episode out of it.
They have somebody design the logo.
What is the deal?
Like they have somebody design the logo and then they're like, nah, that's a little bit. People are still gonna want to buy this, so let's back off a little bit. Let's make it a little plainer. Can
we have less colors in this print?
Yeah, just yellow with black letters. I think that's all we need. with black block letters. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Well, I
anyway,
was thinking about these cans of soup that I bought, and it might be Best Choice,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. But it's one of those.
Right.
But the label on it is like, if I saw it in 1992, I would think that's a pretty cool label for soup.
Okay.
It was like this sort of blocky font, all uppercase design choice that they made. Like it looked like the SNL intro from the '95.
Cool.
The first season that Will Ferrell was on there.
Right.
Just picture that, and that was kind of how this graphic design looked.
Cool.
Well, so long as it wasn't the theme from 1989.
Now, is that the one that had a saxophone in it? which one had that? What year did they have a saxophone play?
And Fred Savage had a hand in that too. So, I tend not to want to think about that.
Had a hand in the business end of that saxophone?
Well, among other things,
the casual end of it.
Among other things, I had a hand up in my ass.
Read my lips. It's a reed instrument. Did you get that joke?
I had a hand up in my butthole.
Oh, really? Now? All right. Well, that just happens to be the answer on Double Jeopardy. What is
Ron Jeremy?
Who is the doctor who is working on Richard Gere, trying to get that gerbil out?
Your Honor, my client.
If I may backtrack to the previous joke answer that was given, I would argue that Ron Jeremy is not, in fact, a who is, but as my client did state, what is.
What?
If you know what I mean. I think
say,
it's more of a what than a who.
Did you say what?
Oh, that sounds a little bit too much like a curse word. We're gonna have to take up on you if you keep making us bleep these curse words out.
Yeah.
My client, ooh, my pretty client.
Your Honor, my client, ooh, I wanna take you.
All right.
What do we got next?
This is not a sales call.
Did you see the chat?
No, I haven't looked in a little while. How's everybody doing there in the chat?
Well, the other chat, but let's go to the other chat too.
Oh, this chat. Oh, we got somebody saying we should call Mr. Kong again. Do we still have his number?
He
was the don't call me guy, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't. I'm sure I have his number, but as far as finding it right now, it's not gonna happen.
I'd say, you could post it there, but don't post.
People in the chat have his number.
Well, don't post it in the chat though. He already did. We can delete that though. Well,
which chat are we talking about?
I think it's okay. So I'm gonna remove that post, but I got the number. So
okay, good.
I got the number, so I just removed it. So
we're talking about chattergories, a division of scattergories on your nutsack.
Okay, and then Pat posted a number in the chat, in our chat as well. So there's the number, Cody, if you wanna give it a shot. And isn't this like a place on the border of Canada and United States or something? Like isn't that a Canadian area code?
Can we call Canada?
I think so. Some parts of Canada, I think we
sometimes, yeah, I think sometimes we can.
Like if it's really close to the border, I think we can. Let's see where this is.
To the border.
I mean, they only have.
This is Toronto, yeah, and it's like right across the lake.
Oh,
that's right across the pond from me. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a rainbow in Toronto.
There certainly is. Do we need to?
Because they've got such a long way to go.
Such a powdered donut.
That's a hell of a powdered donut.
Somewhere back in the powdered donut. All right, we're gonna call this number.
There's a rainbow in Toronto where the Maritimers are bold. They always get a pot full, but they never get a pot of gold. But they're to it and at it and to it. You gotta tune your attitude in. If you don't get at it, when you get to it, you won't get to it to get at it again. You won't get to it to get at it again.
Michael McDonald.
He couldn't even pay his rent. We don't know how he traveled, but we all know where he went. He was to it and at it and to it. You gotta tune your attitude.
They lead straight to hell.
If you don't get at it, when you get to it, you won't get to it to get at it again. You won't get to it to get at it again.
Guys, look! There's a girl hitchhiking in the middle of the road. Let's stop and pick her up.
No, Michael McDonald didn't seem to think that there was an issue.
All right.
That sounded like the dad from Freaks and Geeks speaking to the uncle from Uncle Buck.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And they're both wearing denim
Yes.
jackets, also known as Canadian tuxedos.
All right.
Now, what do our Canadian listeners think about that term?
Yeah, do we have a Rodzor tonight?
No, we don't. No Rodzor tonight.
I ain't seen him.
All right, let's give. You want to give Mr. Kong a call there?
Do we have more than one Canadian listener?
Is Skull Collector Canadian? Because this is a Toronto number.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Woody Name is Canadian.
I was thinking we had a handful of them.
Woody Name, please confirm in the chat if you are Canadian.
It seems like
you were.
Seems like a lot of our regulars are not in the United States.
Yeah.
Well, we got some Australian. We got some.
We have
Canadian.
We got some of those people who drink Foster's beer all the time. That's all they ever drink.
Is Foster's like the Budweiser of Australia?
Well, I'd say it's better than Budweiser.
I would agree with that, but I'm just asking: is it like just garbage to them? I don't remember last time I had a Foster.
Says he's in New Zealand, but I'm
well, that's
sure I believe him.
That's the same thing as Australia.
Not really.
or Canada.
Are you trying to make him mad?
Nah, yes, I would. Well, yeah.
Okay, so yes, Skull Collector is Canadian, I guess. So okay, let's get some Don't Call Me,
What's
Don't
it
Call
like
Me.
being in one of them dumbass other countries?
What's it like not being in the best country ever? The United States. Where we're number one in COVID cases. Woo!
That's not to say that we don't think that our state is great. Our United States are great.
That's okay. Yeah. Nobody lives in New York here. Screw that state.
Bunch of highfalutin.
Okay, so let's. We want to give that guy a call.
Which guy?
Mr. Kong.
New York, one of the spots that I did a Pran Funkels episode from.
All right.
You may recall from a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, let's make a call.
BB says, I used to love Flight of the Conchords. Why did you stop? Oh, is this number
well,
not
that's why.
Kong.
We may not be able to call Canada anymore. Do you think? That's why we're getting a fast busy signal.
You'd think we would get a message though.
It says,
I think maybe the number is
hey,
changed.
Hoser, stop trying to call, eh? You can't call out of the country, eh? Yeah, I wonder if he changed his numbers.
Now, Rick Moranis just, I guess, officially said he would come out of retirement to do a Honey, I
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like
exploded the kids.
I thought you were gonna say like a Bob and Doug McKenzie thing.
Well, yeah, that's what
Damn.
I was gonna say. Like, since you ruined the possibility of Ghostbusters having a legitimate sequel, now you're gonna choose to you're gonna come out of retirement to do Honey, to be in the reboot as the dad of the guy who also shrinks his kids, I guess. Like, it's just a gene that's passed down.
Right.
Where you invent something that shrinks your kids. Yeah, but I'd rather it be a Strange Brew reboot or something.
Yeah. That'd be great. Him and Dave Thomas need to do some stuff. Right?
Not that movie is great, but
it's one of those movies that you have to check out.
I mean, it doesn't hold up,
right?
But because I thought it was a lot funnier when I was a kid. But anyway,
it's a weird movie.
I don't see a lot of extreme. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll make it pretty entertaining. This reboot of Honey, I Shrunk Kids, but
there's a lot of extreme cases that you need to be in tuned.
Exterminate with extreme prejudice.
BB says, "Honey, I Shrunk My Scrotum." That's going to be the new.
You know, that's actually what I might tail this next person here, if we call him.
There's a Canadian movie that I saw a long time ago that I kind of got a kick out of just because it's so weird. It's just fucking. It's just weird, man. I don't know how to, but it's called Fubar. Fubar, balls to the wall.
Well, there's a lot of things that are Fubar.
Yeah. So, and then there's a Fubar 2. I think it's Fubar 2, Fubar.
And what kind of film is this?
It's a comedy. It's a Canadian comedy. And
there's no such thing as Fubar that's a comedy.
Yeah.
I hope you understand. I hope you understand this.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's all I was gonna say was.
What about Fubar?
It's just a movie that I saw,
Tom Hanks.
and it's pretty weird and funny. On the subject of Canadian movies, we were talking about with I don't know, we were talking about Canadian movies that were comedy movies or something. That's why.
Way to go, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is a Forrest Gump. Also, Tom Hanks is big. Hot and horny guys are waiting to look at Tom Hanks. Big.
How's Tom? I was wondering how Tom Hanks is doing since he got sick. He got the what.
I think they're doing okay.
Yeah.
From what I heard. I think they were both recovering, him and his wife.
Just more reason to watch their movies.
You want to try that number again just to see if we get the same thing?
Which number?
Oh, yeah.
This one.
So good.
But they're to it, adding to it, tune your attitude in. If you don't get at it, when you get to it, you won't get to it to get at it again.
So that's
the production value on that is
it's amazing.
As far as what they're parody or satiring, it's like so unbelievably spot on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I guess SNL did accomplish that only in their commercial parodies.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder if it wasn't the same guy.
That's Paul Flaherty doing that.
I know the singer. I'm just
okay.
saying, like, the writer or
Yeah, could have been. Could have been
producer or whoever that. Because I know there was one guy that was mostly responsible for their commercial parodies in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Right. Yeah.
And like the Schmidt's Gay and
right. Yep.
Like all those commercials from that era were just like spot on for what they were making fun of.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that song we just heard it sounded exactly like a Budweiser commercial or something from
what was like the
early 80s.
Right. The hipped up version of the old folk song. That kind of shit was
that
going
sounded
on
exactly
in the 80s,
like a Coors or Budweiser commercial from 1983 or something.
And speaking of something sounding like a beer commercial from the 80s, a song we just played on here earlier was done by that same guy.
Paul Flaherty?
Uh-huh. We play it almost on every show. Yeah. And
yeah, that's right. Well, I'm
it's
sure
on this. It's on this same episode too. Listen to the.
Another one drinks a moose. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Another one drinks a moose.
That's good old Paul Flaherty. That's the same guy that did this.
Now he's the brother of the dad.
I'm pretty sure he's the brother. What do you mean? What?
The brother of the dad from Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
But they never get a pot of gold.
I think he appears in the Moose commercial too.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure he appears in the Moose commercial and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Some other SCTV sketches.
Yeah.
Now, do you think he's still alive?
Paul Flaherty?
Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea why.
I just had one of those. Just had one of those moments where I was like, "Is he still alive?" Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Now, Paul is alive.
He's actually young.
I know.
He's actually younger than
Okay.
Joe. He's Joe's younger brother, I guess.
I thought he was older, but all right.
Joe Flaherty's born 1941, I think.
See, I was gonna say he's pretty old.
Yeah. So Joe Flaherty is around 78. Wow.
78 or 9.
Something like that, yeah. Depending on when he was born. So, okay. We got to call this next number.
Much. Oh, what'd you have to remind me of the rent for? Now I'm really bummed out.
Yeah, well, things are tough all over. I haven't been able to find one doctoring job yet.
One doctoring job.
How about it?
Let's not listen to the whole sketch.
Yeah, let's do that. No.
We don't want to spoil the ending. All right, we call on this number?
Sure.
Which,
we just want...
Oh, okay, I see it.
The one in the chat, I don't know. It's up to you.
Do we wanna do this one? It's been a while since we talked to this guy.
Well, let's see if he answers. It says the number was busy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's try it again. Yep.
Could be somebody that knows the number. No, we didn't announce who we were calling or anything. But well,
maybe he just has a habit of setting his
that's
landline off the hook.
That's possible. Yeah, I think he does that. Well,
at night.
Here's this.
Because we pretty much condensed them.
Oh, okay. It's a version with it's a version with
commentary.
Yeah, with commentary. Weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Movie. We just squeezed it, you know, because this is what would happen. We always ended up going to Young Street, just hanging out. in the actual movie. This was one of the first things we shot, though.
And for people who don't know, of course, Yonge Street is the main drag in Toronto. Yeah.
Yep. And very exciting back then in those days.
Yes.
Now it's gotten kind of sleazy up.
Okay. Let's just
yeah,
listen
we're not
to
gonna
this.
listen to the whole. That sounded like Martin Short talking to Joe Flaherty.
Yes.
And was anybody else in there?
I don't know. I didn't let it play long enough.
No, well, just from what we heard. I guess not.
From what we heard, no, I don't think so. I think it was just those two. So,
all right. Well, let's try it one more time, see if it says it's busy.
I mean, he couldn't have the number blocked, right?
I don't know. Maybe it acts like it's busy when they block you.
But we haven't called him with this number. We haven't had this number that long, have we?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Is it still saying it's busy?
Yeah, it did. I'm sorry. I should have updated you on that. Let's make another call.
So it may be blocked. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or he may have blocked. I don't know.
He may have blocked a number that have not called him yet. No, that wouldn't be.
That'd be bad for business, though.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Roger. Tell him about what happened to your pant pocket.
I found something.
Tell him what you found, Roger.
It's a dried up. It's a piece of it. It looked like a gummy bear, but I couldn't find it. When I looked real close, it was actually a piece of dead skin, but it was more like it was. I think it might have been a piece of cheese off of a slice
And
of
it
pizza.
looked kind of like dried apricot too, right?
There was this commercial with this lady. This lady takes her thumb on the pizza and she pushes the cheese up in the air for some fucking reason, and it's awful.
And it looks kind of like a dried apricot.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Message review.
Roger. It ends like it begins. Tell him about what happened to your pant pocket.
I found something.
Tell him what you found, Roger.
To try it. The piece of it looks like a gummy bear. I couldn't find it. When I looked real close, it was actually a piece of dead skin, but it was more like it was. I think it might have been a piece of cheese off of a.
And it looked kind of like dried apricot too, right?
There was this commercial with this lady. This lady takes her thumb on the pizza and she pushes the cheese up in the air for some fucking reason, and it's awful.
And it looks kind of like a dried apricot.
So creepy.
If you are satisfied with your message,
Sounds like they got a
message review.
Sounds like they got
Press an incorrect key. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to send your message with normal delivery. Press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
Sounds like they got.
Urgent. So urgent.
Sounds like they got a call from the insane asylum there. The sanitarium. Collect call from the sanitarium. It's
You mean the booby hatch?
the booby hatch, the nut house, you know.
She's the real basket case.
Real basket case. She lives in the nut house there. We're gonna give her a call, I think.
You know what? Oh wait, now I'm questioning about the accuracy of this. So I'm gonna. Well,
backpedal. Uh-oh. You got something weird going on with your... Uh-oh.
Will I Google something?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Whoa,
boy.
what happened there?
Yeah, you had some kind of audio issue. You had a...
I did?
No, Cody. You still there, Cody? Still there?
Yes, are you there?
Yeah, did your audio go for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, yours did before ours did, so... Anyway, well, I think we're all back.
Well, I was opening a tab to Google something.
Well,
I guess it just fucked everything up. So I think Chrome is actually causing problems.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So yes, I've Googled it. Now I am not having second thoughts about saying this thing that I... So apparently basket case... the origin of this word,
this term.
Do you know what it is? Either of you, without Googling it?
I would guess, if I had to guess, it's like basket weaving was something that they gave the people to do to keep their
Kregel stomper.
They gave them something.
Well, you're both incorrect.
It's a real Kregels United situation, you know.
I heard this on a podcast. I think it was Greg Fitzsimmons a while back.
He certainly does.
Greg Peckerspink.
Yeah. Greg Peckerspank's podcast. Anyway, the subject of the term basket case, originally U.S. slang denoting a soldier from the First World War who had lost all 4 limbs, thus unable to move independently.
Holy shit, that's awful.
Yeah, so they would say
he's a basket
the
case.
medics would say it's a basket case or something like that.
Because he just has to be carried around in a fucking basket or something?
Well, the way it was described on the podcast I heard was like they were in pieces, so they needed a basket to get them. But that's pretty much the same thing, I guess.
Oh, well, that's bad. Yeah.
That's pleasant, right? So when you hear that term, just think of that.
Yeah. You're a real basket case, meaning you've been exploded into pieces. That doesn't make sense, though. I always thought it had something to do with, just an activity that was given to mental patients to keep them from going nuts or something.
I don't know.
Because
it's just one of those terms that you grow up hearing and you don't question it. You don't really think about it. You just know it means crazy.
Right. Yes, sir. I got to go get another beer, so.
Now let's listen to a song by Green Day that definitely won't get us a copyright hit. Wait, I see a W. Nope, let's not play that.
So the thing I was talking about real quick, I'll just there's a commercial on regular TV that I see quite a bit. I've seen quite a bit here lately, and it's for some medicine for
making you explode.
Yeah, Crohn's disease. Yeah, kind of. So it's like for some medicines for Crohn's disease, and in this commercial, like right around the beginning of it, you know how it's always like, here's a regular daily situation, and it's like some bullshit where they're trying to have fun, but the lady keeps having to run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So it's this woman and a couple of, and I guess her sisters, and one of them's eating a slice of pizza, and she does this thing where she puts her thumb up under the front piece of the pizza and pushes up into the air, so this cheese goes splap off of her thumb, and then she eats it off of her thumb, and it's fucking disgusting. Like, what is that supposed to be? Why does she do that? It's gross. It's fucking gross. Don't fucking get a big blob of cheese on the end of your fucking thumb and push it up into the air, and then fucking
trying to come up with and
they go meow meow meow.
They're trying to come up with a visual that will distract you as much as possible from thinking about a disease.
I guess, or maybe it's one of those things that all it's meant to do is get your attention, but it's extremely off-putting.
When they're reading the side effects for a minute, and then they try to like put in some animated stupid bullshit or something, you know, to like distract you, or the whatever it is, the goose that's what's that stupid ass thing that one of those commercials for a prescription.
The quit smoking thing with the turkey, right?
Quit cold turkey, and the turkey's walking around the house doing normal things like a human
just the
would.
turkey doing stupid shit while the announcer talks about thoughts of suicide and
no shit.
all the other
there you go.
All the other less important side effects that should. I mean, really, just say the suicide one and be done with it. You know.
Yep.
It's Chantix then.
Yeah. As soon as Chris Elliott made fun of Ray Liotta in those commercials, he disappeared. Oh yeah, there's a thing he did, like I can't remember. I think they played it on Jimmy Kimmel or something. Like he did a whole thing. He did a thing like spoofing every one of those stupid ass commercials with Ray Liotta, and it was spot on. It was perfect. And this was just like a couple of years ago, and then suddenly Ray Liotta disappeared from those commercials because they realized how ridiculous.
Well, I think a lot of different comedians made fun of that.
Well, but his was good.
Well, I also
on the subject
remember,
of Chris Elliott.
Kyle Dunnigan, I think, was impersonating him on a certain podcast I was listening to, and was he was doing a pretty good job. He was doing the best Ray Liotta impersonation that I've heard, but I haven't heard Chris Elliott yet. So I guess
I do want to.
I'll cue this up. I should share my screen so that you can see it.
It's seized up.
Well, it's like he's performing as himself, but he's obviously making fun of Ray Liotta. Let me do this here.
Well, does it sound like him? Then it ain't funny.
Yeah. Hang on a second here.
I don't give a shit about no riding.
All right, let's do this. All right, you see that there? Can you see that?
I'm not looking at Zoom. I was getting ready to dial a number on Pran Funkels. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay, here we go.
Commercial. I'm not a smoker. Never was. Too afraid of fire. But when I saw Ray Liotta talk about Chantix, I was intrigued. So I started smoking. I smoked a lot. At home, in restaurants, in the toilet, on playgrounds. And then I quit. The Ray Liotta way. With Chantix. With me!
Chantix isn't for everyone, especially people who don't smoke. Don't use Chantix if you don't need to.
The eyeliner.
It's a powerful prescription medication. Some people have changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, or suicidal thoughts or actions with Chantix. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems.
I started smoking and then I quit smoking with Chantix. If it's good enough for Liotta, it's good enough for me.
We're ready for you on set now, Chris.
Karen, how many times do I have to tell you it's Ray, not Chris? Now get me some more Chantix, Karen. Now, how can you do this to me, Karen? Karen, get me more Chantix. Come on, now.
Chantix, along with support, helps you quit smoking.
Anyway, what I was saying is, Chantix, it helped me quit. It can help you quit too.
That was kind of a Richard Dreyfuss impersonation.
Yeah, that thing.
I think when people see that, they'll think Clara's ghost.
All right.
Well,
Karen looked like someone who should be operating a camera.
Yeah, that was That was someone.
Individual.
It was an individual that
Oh, a certain
we may or may
individual.
not know.
Hmm.
Personally. Not really.
Yeah.
So let's give another number a call on Pran Funkels.
This has been the Chris Elliott episode of Pran Funkels.
Yeah, we haven't really done a lot of calls.
Oh shit, that means he's going to die. Oh no. No, not really.
Pran Funkels, the quest for an answer.
Well, we're in.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Did you call this before?
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, did you call this before?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you call this before? I was asking you.
Oh, you gotta win it in the fire.
Did you call this before?
2083. What? Is that it?
Yeah, that's the number. Oh, yeah, put it back.
402-882-2083.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to message review.
Did you call this before? Hi, did you call this before? I'm sorry, Juan. Did you call this before? I was asking you.
Did you call this before? 2083. What? Is that it?
Yeah, that's the number. Oh, yeah, put it back.
402-882-2083.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press to send your message with normal delivery. Press thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
Virgin. Oh, virgin.
Well,
I do need to get another beer, so you can make another call if you want.
All right, let's try this number.
you need to try the number on your screen, you cunt.
This is not a sales call.
Hi, you've reached 24/7 Service Center. Our hours are 24 hours. We are a
Oh, no.
If you need any
No.
assistance, please give me
No.
the number you. Sorry,
No.
operator assistance is not available at this time.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's try this other number in the chat.
Let's try this number in your face. Better be the number that I'm thinking of.
Hello.
Lori. Oh.
Hello.
Lori. Please.
Do-do-do.
Did she say anything?
She kept picking up and hanging up.
Oh, okay. I just
But I wasn't dialing back. It just kept not disconnecting.
Except not right. Yeah.
This. What did you hear when you dialed 1-900-909-1212? Call 1-900-909-1212 and find out why people are laughing. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Did you ask your parents before you dialed? Did you call Laugh Line? And what's that number?
1-900-909. Oh God, that's it.
Five 0599.
What happened to you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're making
injured?
a call. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Me?
12!
All right, I'll be right back.
12! 12! 12!
Well, what do you think?
Well, since Cody's away,
I'll try that last number again.
Well, I can't dial. He's doing the dial-in, so.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so.
You're useless.
Yeah, well, the one thing I'm good at is playing stuff like this. And playing it over and over and over.
Right.
The laugh line.
This. What did you hear when you dialed 1-900-909-1212?
Oh, man. It makes me wonder what was really on that. If you called it. I'm sure it was lame. Whatever it was. Do you think they had, like, I'm sure they got real comedians and were like, tell real jokes on here. No, I don't know. I'm just looking through all my clips here. Just, like I said.
Pran Funkels. Cody's gonna step away for a minute. We'll be right back. All right, it's about 43 minutes past the hour here. Pran Funkels.
It's my little filler music go-to there. I haven't played that in a long time.
What are you drinking?
Drinking my last beer in the house, so we're gonna have to go venture out. I'll probably after work on Monday or something. I'll go by the old drive-through again or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you can't go at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I
get some beer.
I mean, stores are open, so it's like theoretically, and that's a 24-hour. It's basically like a large.
You gotta keep your distance, man. You gotta keep your social distancing up, man.
Pretty much. But gotta get some. Did you see the thing like alcohol sales? Alcohol sales are up
Yeah, of course.
55% beer sales up 42%. Fucking everybody's just sitting around drinking.
No, it's fucking. I will say that someone got me earlier in the week before April Fools. I think it was actually the day before April Fools.
Okay.
That they posted something on our group chat that said like alcohol sales were suspended in Ohio.
And you're like, what?
And I like clicked on it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And of course it was fucking the we're no strangers to love.
Oh, you got Rick rolled.
Yeah, I got Rick rolled.
That's funny. It's like I haven't heard of that happening since 2006
yeah,
or whenever
2006
that was.
or whatever that was.
Whenever that was happening. Like.
Yep. And I fell for it. I
just want to tell you how I'm feeling. That's a little bit. He's a little bit Michael McDonald-ish, his voice.
Well, because I mean, that was the only thing back then. But
yeah. Yep. So here we are, folks. I'm just looking through my old clips, looking for something. How's everybody doing? Everybody who's hung in here in the chat late night. Skull Collector says, "Glad you guys are on tonight. I'm glad we're on too."
Has anybody told you a lie and hurt you?
At some point, I'm sure. And I think I've told you before. When I was a kid, I maybe thought that the lyrics of that song were for a second. I either thought these were the actual lyrics, or as a joke in your head you come up with alternate lyrics sometimes. And basically, and I've told this before, like instead of never gonna, in my mind I used to sing it, and then I'm gonna. So if you switch those around, then it's a completely different song. Then I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna, then I'm gonna turn around. He's just a fucking, Rick Astley is just a psychopath. If you switch those phrases.
Either way, yeah, he is.
Then I'm gonna say goodbye. He's just, God, what a piece of shit. What a piece of shit Rick Astley is. If you switch never gonna with then I'm gonna. So, anyway. That's all you gotta do. And you got a completely different song there, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean, it's always that way. It's always that way.
Witty Name says evil Rick Astley. He's like, this guy is to Rick Astley as Wario is to Mario, you know? It's like, what would his name? What would evil Rick Astley's name be? It would be, instead of Rick, it would be Prick. It's Prick Astley.
Prick Nastly.
Prick Nastly. Yeah, he's like a Hanna-Barbera villain. His name is Prick Nastly. Wasn't there like wasn't the villain on Wacky Race's name something Nastly? Something like that. The fuck? Who was the Wacky Race's villain? What was his name? And then he had a dog that was always laughing, kind of like Cody does, kind of a wheezy laugh. I can't do it. I can't do it. That was like a Pee Wee Herman. I was trying to push really hard and it wasn't working.
But it's just not working.
Oh, okay. The Wacky Race's villain, his name is Dick Dastardly. Dick Dastardly.
That sounds like a pornography individual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was telling Pat here about how when I was a kid, in my mind when I would hear, he was talking about being rickrolled at work.
I was listening. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how Prick Nastly sounds like a Hanna-Barbera villain. And then I had to look up the Wacky Races villain because I was trying to think of it. I thought it was something about nasty or something, and it's actually Dick Dastardly, Which when I hear
Wacky
the word
races.
when I hear the word dastardly, I just think of what's his name?
Geraldo Rivera?
Yes, Geraldo. Yeah, that dastardly. Osama bin Laden and his dastardly deeds.
Well, speaking of wacky races, that's a cartoon that they would commonly play on a certain television program.
Get the fuck out of bed. Wake the fuck up.
Do we need to hear the rest of it?
No, I don't. I think that's good.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do some calls.
All right, let's continue to try to find someone that will answer.
Well, there was a couple of numbers in the chat that I posted there.
I'm going to try one of these that I have.
Thank you for calling off at the 24-hour locksmith. Please leave a message and your call will be returned.
Let's give him a call back.
Tell him Grandpa got locked out of his porn tub again.
Thank you for calling off at 24-hour locksmith. Please leave a message and your call.
I need to be able to view Fisting Fireman 3.
Okay.
It's a 5-alarm event. It's a 5-alarm fire up one of them's asshole.
Fisting Fireman 9.
Howdy, you reached Smitty's. I'm unavailable right now. You leave a message.
I was looking for mayonnaise.
You can contact my secretary.
Sorry, 0.
Yeah, you can contact my broad of a secretary there.
Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, I need you.
You've reached mayonnaise. I hung up.
Mayonnaise.
Is that what he said?
I don't know. He said mayonnaise. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, now I know what he said because I'm looking at the number, but let's try this one.
Thank you for calling the Nicolette Diner and Muffin Top Cafe. We are open for delivery and carryout orders with curbside pickup 24 hours a day at 1428 Nicolette Avenue in Minneapolis.
I'm sorry. That is not a valid extension.
I'm sorry.
Try again.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
My milkshake brings all the boys.
Ah, boy.
It's better than yours.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Oh, you didn't get a chance to charge because I hung up.
Thanks for that milkshake. Free on the house.
That's a song by Kellis, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
All right, now I'm hearing laughing. I'm hearing actual laughing.
I'm hearing some giggling from a producer of Night Court. And the free book is still slowly killing me.
Free book. It's draining my life. That free book. It's draining my life force.
It contains a high amount of
asbestos.
What's the
kryptonite?
Uranium or something.
Yeah, kryptonite.
It's like.
Speaking of kryptonite, the spin doctors.
A radioactive effect on him.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's got a.
It goes down.
TDD.
The spin doctors. A pocket full of kryptonite. I got a pocket full of kryptonite. I.
God, what a fucking awful. Just. Fuck off group. Like they sound like they're just fucking around, and it's awful.
Well,
I mean, seriously, do you think are there actual people out there that are like lifelong fans of the Spin Doctors now, outside of people who know them personally? They're like,
there's.
I mean, that just seems like
hacky sack enthusiasts.
I don't know. It just seems like some. That was like the bubblegum of the early 90s, kind of like. It just seems like people who were listening to that in the early 90s are just like, in their 40s and 50s and have kids now and have completely forgotten about that shit, Like, and if they heard it, they'd be like, oh yeah.
And a lot of other damage they've done to society through their lack of caring.
Yeah.
I would say it's the trident of the early 90s Spin Doctors.
Okay.
They're the trident of music.
Mm-hmm.
As in regards to gum.
Yeah, not very sugary. And didn't last very long at all.
Kind of medicine-y tasting.
A little medicine-y.
Smelling.
That music. And then
chemical smelling.
The flavor just definitely didn't last very long. Went away real fast. It was a tiny-ass little piece of not very good gum.
Do you think Phil of Phil's Gum City is on YouTube?
You mean Mr. Drucker from Green Acres?
No, do you remember Phil of Phil's Gum Shitty?
Yeah, wasn't that voiced by? Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, it's a radio commercial.
Let's try another number.
Okay, let's do that. Is anybody still there listening?
Well.
It's a Binge Blaster.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been...
Oh, fuck you.
Folks, in this time of this thing that's happening right now, it's been really tough to get people to answer. And we're a lot of businesses are non-essential, so
well, I just have to say to that word.
Video power. My show is kicking with maximum height. Say video power. Yeah, that's right.
Word.
I've got the ability to make you win. You want the edge? I'll push the power surge. Let her rip. Feel the power. 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 Feel the power.
Yeah.
Feel the
There's actually like a band pretending to play that, also like a live band.
What was the show?
Video Power.
Video Power? But it have to do with video games?
Yeah, it was Nintendo games.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pretty much.
I was just imagining the...
I've talked about it on the show before, how they had like a sort of knockoff Double Dare obstacle course at the end, and it had like, I think the kid would wear like a Velcro outfit, and then he would just like go through this fun house or something that just had a bunch of Nintendo games on the walls, and he'd just like stick as many to himself. And they would always end up with like 8 copies of Journey to Silius, and then not that game sucked, but
what are you
it was
gonna
a
do
bunch
with
of games.
8 copies of the same
They would
game?
have like a bunch of copies of the same crappy video game they were always like the ones
Promoting.
that were the cheapest.
Right. Like Alpha
when they
Mission.
were new.
Alpha
Yeah.
Mission.
I don't think
boy.
they ever had that because it was like current games for the time.
Yeah.
But they were all, shitty ones.
They were like,
Not
it was
that-
just no one of those...
they might accidentally, you know how there could be cheap Nintendo games, but they were really good.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
because of the marketing or the company that put it out.
Yeah. I was just imagining the when they were recording that theme, when they were coming up with the idea for that theme, they're like,
All right, we want some that's think CNC Music Factory meets LL Cool J. Now, and then meets ZZ Top and other, not ZZ Top.
Marky Mark.
No, it has to be 2 letters that are the same letter.
Oh.
CNC Music Factory, LL Cool J, ZZ Top. Who else we got?
Vinyl.
ABBA. That's kind of works.
Yeah.
ABBA. ABBA. You know,
say what you want.
So we haven't seen our friend KBBBBB7 yet.
Is he not in the chat yet?
No.
From New Zealand?
He's not shown up yet.
He's straight from New Zealand.
Where's Old Zealand? You know what I'm saying?
It's full of zealots.
It's like old zealot land.
Zyder Z.
You have reached the voicemail box of 3.
Obama. Oh boy.
To send your message, press 1 at To send your message, press 1 at any time.
Do you want to add to it?
To your message, press 2. To re-record, press 3. For more options, press 4.
Right. How do I add to it?
I don't know. Is it 4?
To send your message, press 1 at any
4.
time. To listen
2?
to mark urgent, press 1.
Oh, no.
To mark private so that the message cannot be forwarded, press 2. Sorry, pound is not a recognized
Pound.
entry. Message marked urgent. To send your message, press 1 at any time.
I'm going to take her to Pound Town.
Sorry, 5 is not a recognized entry. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
So urgent.
Urgent. So urgent.
Me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Whoops. I thought it was stopped.
Okay. Let's try another number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. The mailbox belonging to 7 required to make your initial call into the voicemail platform from your home phone.
What?
Please hang up and try your call from your home phone. Goodbye.
Was it rejecting us because it was not a landline or something?
Yeah, because you didn't. It's evidently set up where you have to be on your home phone to access the voicemail, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like not letting us leave a message because it knew it wasn't a landline.
I think you hit the button and it would normally ask you for a password, but
yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I think that's probably the new call notes there. It sounds kind of like a dumb lady.
They have to hire a dumb sounding lady.
The call notes, whoever they got to do call notes that bitch was really dumb sounding.
Call notes. Thanks for call notes.
To listen to your message.
Press
Sounded like she was making up the options
and she went
just
along.
off the top of her head, and then they just like designed the voicemail system around it.
Yeah, it was
because the numbers that represented things were just kind of, the order was random and the numbers were.
She was reading a teleprompter that was really slow, like. So, all right, what do we got? Pran Funkels, thank you so much. Hey, we didn't thank our patrons.
Nope, we need to do that right after this. Yeah, word.
You've reached TJ Eastern Queen. Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Right word. I got the ability.
Hey, Ben Blankerson here. Looking for Donald Donaldson. We need to give us a call back here. 402-882-2083. We got a power surge for you. Power surge here on 94.7 FM, Dayton, Ohio. Feel that fucking power. I shouldn't have cursed on the air. I'm going to get fined again.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen, message review.
Right word. I got the ability.
Hey, Ben Blankerson here.
You want the
Looking for Donald Donaldson. We need to give us a call back here. 402-882-2083.
power surge.
Got a power surge for you. Power surge here on 94.7 FM, Dayton, Ohio. Feel that fucking power. I shouldn't have cursed on the air. I'm going to get fined again.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
What the hell was that? Some supposed 24-hour business? It's a Pran Funkels all voicemail edition. We haven't spoken with someone. I mean, I guess you could call the same place that you stared at the gas station and say like, "I'm sorry, I didn't make it by last weekend." Except you might kind of be wearing the guy out. He might not be so entertained by it, or you might just get somebody else completely different that doesn't give a fuck this time. That guy seemed like really intrigued by the fact that you were gonna stand outside and look at his gas station sign.
Yeah, I'd have to find that number. Let's try this before we go to that.
Okay.
You have reached Super Smokedale Tobacco at 71.
Let's try it one more time.
Is this in California?
Nah.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
You have reached Super.
He said 71, so I was thinking 714, which I think is an area code in California.
Nah, I think it was.
Oh, okay. It's a prefix, not an area code. Okay.
Those numbers might have represented something other than the phone number.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Or it might have been a prefix also.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now what were you saying I should call the gas station staring?
Yeah. Just say, I'm real sorry I didn't make it by last weekend. I was busy.
Now was that last week?
Yeah. I mean, we did the April Fool's show in between. Yeah, if you want to wait, we don't have to call him back. But
no, I just
more than
I got that from an old list.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure
no idea what the fuck that number was. Can you look at the history of the numbers you've dialed and try to figure it out?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty tough to figure out, though.
I'm just gonna do a search for
gas station.
Gas station. All right. Well, it's not that one.
But
let's try this other one.
More than likely, what's going to happen is we're just going to get some asshole that's like, hello, no, goodbye. Because we got a person that actually talked to you last time. Is this the same gentleman I talked to last week? For anybody who doesn't know what the staring at the gas station sign reference, should we tell them what that is? The Jack Nicholson staring at a gas station sign?
Oh, I think it's been explained.
It has, but we have some new listeners. Anybody in the chat who wants to know the Jack Nicholson staring at a gas station sign, what the fuck we're talking about there, what we're referencing, just say hi. Tell me.
Okay.
And I'll explain it. Or is it just
have
funny
a possible list that might have the number?
Okay.
At least this is one of the gas stations.
Okay. If you think you hear the guy, it had a really distinct name to it.
Was it
something Farms or something?
Was it
Cumberland Farms?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing okay. Listen, I was just curious if you'd mind if I stared at your gas station sign for a while. If you don't mind. Just for a little bit. I'm feeling randy.
Whatever floats your boat.
Now, is there a limit to how much staring I can do from across the street?
Stare as long as you want, bud.
Are you sure there's not like a time limit?
Nope.
Now, what if my eyes are just a little bit crossed when I'm staring?
punch yourself in the face until they straighten out.
Now, there's no security guard checking on how long I'm staring at the sign, is there?
Nope.
How are things going in there right now, if you don't mind?
Not bad. There's an officer right here if you want to talk to him.
Is he watching for the people across the street staring at the sign?
No.
Can I talk to him for a while?
If you want to. Here.
You're awfully quiet, officer. Oh, he hung up.
What a fucker. Like you called his bluff, basically. There's an officer here, and you're supposed to go, oh God, oh God, oh God. I've made a mistake.
So,
I've made a big mistake with my life by pranking you.
Has that has that guy answered recently?
No, that's some other asshole. It's exactly what I thought. It's some other shithead, like, who probably doesn't want to be there, obviously. There's an officer standing here. Like, you're supposed to get super scared, and and then I should cue the Hanna-Barbera running away sounds. Like,
yeah, let's give him a call back.
I thought you said there was an officer there.
This ring. Hello. Okay.
Like it's just getting forwarded over and over and over. It's just getting forwarded back and forth or something. So, yeah. That's it. I'm getting out of here. Oh, no. Uh-oh, there's a banana peel.
Let's try a different place.
Kevin Farms, Kevin speaking.
Hi, I just had a quick question for you.
Go for it.
Would you mind if I stand across the street for a while and stare at your gas station sign?
What are you trying to do?
I just want to stare at your sign for a while, if you don't mind.
Oh, you want to stay at Common Farms inside for a while?
No, I want to stare at your sign for a while, outside across the street.
Do you have binoculars?
I have perfect 20/20 vision, and I'm a little cross-eyed, if you don't mind.
Okay, so you're trying to look at the sign from across the street?
Yeah. I like to look at it like one of those magic pictures that turns into something else when you stare at it for a while.
Okay, you can do that, but when you do that, just don't call because it's kind of creepy, you know what I mean?
I'm not trying to gum into your go. I'll tell you that much right now.
That's what I thought, and that's kind of sketched me out, bud. But you do you, I'm going to do me, and we can talk next time, okay?
So you don't want someone to gum into your go?
No, I'm all set, bud. All right. I'll talk to you next time, though. All right?
You sounded like a go gummer to me. I like you, sir.
I can't understand you, bud. Like, your accent, like, I don't know.
I don't have an accent. It's called English.
Your tone of voice, it sounds kind of sketchy, but not sketchy, but like you're trying to hide it. But it's cool.
I like the cut of your jib, sir.
I get it. But yes, just call me next time, okay? I gotta go. Bye.
I like you a lot. I want to fancy your asshole. Did you hang up? It takes Hangouts about 10 seconds to react. Okay.
That guy was more fun.
I think we've called him maybe recently.
Maybe. Or not last week. The guy last week, I don't know. I would recognize him if I heard him.
Well, here's another gas station. Or do we need a break from gas stations?
I don't know. This is kind of working.
At least they're answering, for fuck's sake.
All right, I guess this one's not open.
Just wait. Some of the hottest sex around. You've reached the hottest phone sex line in the country.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yep, I got another gas station.
Did you see the thing I put in the chat? It's going to be a start out line. Starting.
Okay.
My name is Jack. I'm driving around in a Tesla.
Oh, it was busy. I could have
suddenly busy. Yeah.
I heard lots of rings.
Yeah, there must be just certain ones of these open or something.
These are all different chains.
Oh, they're different chains. Okay, they're not all whatever farms.
No.
Okay. Well, a lot of businesses.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Well, you're a nice lady.
094.
Oh.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 094.
Let's get a clean recording. Oh, I guess not. You get two.
Yeah, that's right. Word.
Yeah, that's right. Word.
I remember watching that when it was brand new, airing for the first time, and thinking that was pretty dorky as a kid.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that was 90 or 91.
Yeah, that's about the era it sounds. Like I said, LL Cool J meets CNC Music Factory.
Goes to CC's Pizza.
Meets CC's Pizza meets...
Goes to see... It's the episode of their sitcom where they go on vacation.
Meets JJ Bittenbinder.
Goes to CC's. Yeah.
Goes to CC.
The Brady Bunch goes to CC's Pizza and has some of the best buffet pizza.
Hi, thank you for calling the Farmhouse Group. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from...
Okay.
Feel the power!
That's almost the exact... It's like Good Vibrations backwards. Almost.
Yeah. if somebody tells you the police are waiting.
Scott.
Get you off.
Okay. Well,
Folks,
I have a.
It's getting harder and harder to get answers here.
I have a business card with some numbers on it.
Kind of a business card.
I came across it.
It came across my desk, and then I came across it.
And I have to say, it has some really poor choices of font because the numbers on it are actually hard to.
I wanted
kind of hard to distinguish.
That makes me think of something, and I'll be real quick here. I'll say you know how like there's no sports right now. So they were showing
Robbie Robertson.
No sports. Gotta go sell cars. So there was they were showing like the 1990. It was early 90s, like 91 or 2, maybe 92, maybe even 93, like the Big 12 basketball championship which they used to always have in Kansas City. Maybe they still do. I think in Kansas City, in something called Kemper Arena.
That's here.
Okay, so that's where they used to have it. I don't know if they still have it there. I don't know, but I was looking at this was like the font on the floor. Like this was printed on the floor. Like on the ends of the basketball court, it said Kemper Arena, and I swear to God, it was in Comic Sans font. I was like, holy shit. Well, I guess that was like, it was either
how long ago?
It was like 92 or 3. It was like they were showing the Big 12 championship or tournament, the Big 12 basketball tournament from 92 or 3. You're about to have a fuck up on. I just
heard you sounded like an Atari game.
Okay. Anyway, and I was thinking either one of two things. Either the font was brand new in the early 90s, or it was like
it had to have been,
or it was a big deal that they could print something that large, in that specific of a font. Like before, they could probably only do like block letters as far as printing or decals or however vinyl or whatever they fucking did to put those on the court. So they were like, look at this, we got a plotter that'll actually cut whatever font we want. And let's use this crazy Comic Sans font. Anyway, it's pretty.
A series of large screens that they came out there and carefully screen printed onto the
maybe
field or
I don't know.
court.
But anyway, I remember just thinking, what the fuck? That's like Comic Sans. I'm not even kidding. It said Kemper Arena in Comic Sans on the ends, and maybe even out on the court too. I don't remember, but definitely on the ends of the court.
You might be able to tell me and Patrick know something about
fonts,
screen printing and fonts, as you can tell.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting and funny. Like that.
Is there somebody playing with a toy that's making a rattling noise or something?
No, I think Pat's asleep. I think that's him snoring.
Is it?
Yeah, that's definitely him snoring. I heard him in the middle of one of our calls snoring.
Okay. I didn't notice that.
I can mute him, I guess, if you want, or it might just add to the call. So, or he'll probably just wake up in the middle of a call and go, "Rah!" Which might make it interesting. So.
Yeah.
Feel the power!
Like that's stuck in my fucking...
Yeah! Let her rip!
What does he say? He says, yeah, and then he says
word.
Something between that.
I don't know. Play it again.
Word.
Let's see. Play it again.
Hey, video power? Yeah, that's right. Word.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Word.
I just remember it, yeah, and word. But it's even worse than I remembered it from childhood.
Yeah, that's right.
word, and he's doing the like the smirky thing with his mouth. It's a guy with his arms folded doing it. I'm sure that's what I imagine when he's saying word. So anyway, but back to that Comic Sans thing. Now I do remember going to a certain casino back in 1994, and
yes,
and before it was really a casino, but you could play. It was basically a casino, but it was legal. It was legal bingo that you could play on a touch screen. And thinking it was kind of cool that the font that was on this bingo game was like the same font from the original Mortal Kombat. Kind of like the rounded font. So the early 90s that was the time for like, I don't know, for that kind of like rounded fonts were like rounded kind of specialized fonts were getting pretty popular because I guess computers had advanced to the point where you could do that sort of thing, I guess. I don't know, where that was easily done. So, anyway.
Yeah, without purchasing a typewriter that was specially made for that font.
Yeah.
Or
without
typeset or
whatever.
Yeah,
exactly. Without having a master's degree in typesetting. Yeah.
Was that a thing where they would change out like the letters
typesetting,
for different fonts? So that okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the original typesetting was they would just take it was just a bunch of little metal pieces. Each one of them had a letter, and like in the 1800s or whatever, they would just like put them all in there in order backwards, and then it would get stamped onto a. Anyway, yeah. That was the original type, what typesetting was. So anyway, it's very interesting for the audience.
People actually made things.
People
out
actually
of real substances.
People actually worked their fingers to the bone at Noicom.
Until Noicom shut down because a couple of pansies were afraid of getting some kind of bug.
Yeah.
Go home and hide under your comforters.
Hide under go home and hide under your Felix the Cat comforter.
Whilst I'm reminiscing about fighting in a Korean War.
Yep. Is that what he fought in the Korean War?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing too, yeah. Sounds about right.
And then David Schwimmer doesn't even want to fight in the Vietnam War, that easy one when nothing even happened.
And it was over before it even started. Yeah. We'd already won it.
Wasn't even a war. Nothing bad happened today. I was in a real war. The Korean. Okay.
Skin Collector says, you gotta call hookers. They're thirsty as hell right now and will pick up for sure. And then Gary Busey Burger King says hookers are avoiding in-person business right now because of the virus. That sounds about right.
Well, the dumbass ones are.
And then Gary Busey Burger King says they'll sell nudes feet pics though. / feet pics.
Can I see their shoes and feet?
That's big family. Help you?
Thank you.
I just wanted to know about the shoes and feet department.
The what?
Shoes and feet department. Can you talk to? Let me let you talk to this guy. Hang on.
Now.
Hello?
Right now. Right now. Remember.
Okay.
You won't be disappointed.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah. So what was it? Just responding too slowly?
It's really hard to
soundboard.
Like I'm using a soundboard, so I can't tell when he hangs up. So I want to check it because I don't want to sit there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Playing clips. Let's try that again.
So what are you calling? What is this?
I don't know.
E&H, Chad speaking. How may I help you?
You've reached the hottest phone sex line in the country. Hot and horny guy just waiting for you.
Please.
Okay, he hung up.
He didn't appreciate that being connected to the hottest phone sex.
This is also a gas station, by the way.
Some of the hottest sex around.
Should I call him back or go to the next one?
He's probably not going to answer now. I mean, up to you.
Well, let's try him.
He could call back and say, "I'm sorry. My friend was talking about something weird there." And then say, "But here," and then use a different board. Or maybe use Bert or somebody.
Okay, I think you were right.
Yeah.
Here's a certain gas station that might have some interest in
having their sign stared at.
Talk radio.
Talk radio.
Oh, it's suddenly busy. Okay. Let's call this number, which we didn't call last week. So I at least know that we've given them a break. Let's call them again. Here we go.
Maplefield University.
What do you need?
Hello?
What do you need?
Say again?
What do you need?
I don't need anything.
I don't understand.
Are you calling for information about the store?
What?
Are you calling for information about the store?
Do you understand this?
I think you've got the wrong number, bud.
I understand. Don't call this number again.
We haven't called you.
This number will not be called again.
Okay, have a good night.
Let's give him a call back.
As soon as he answers, just say, "Gary Busey's an actor. I knew this."
Maplefield University.
Yeah, Gary Busey is an actor. I understand who the man is.
No, I don't think you do, sir. You're calling a gas station.
Gary Busey.
All right, well, I'm hanging up now. Have a good one.
Do you understand this?
He's just no fun.
I'm calling back. Does he need the Nicholson treatment?
Nah.
Hello, sir? Listen, I have to ask you to stop calling the store.
I have a survey for you. I work for Burger King.
Sir, this number is important for people who are trying to call the store. I need you to not call again. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Go to Burger King. Hello?
All right, he's not even listening to you at this point.
Yeah, I clicked the hang up button about 8 times there.
It's like Grandpa's got a new message here.
Well, that's not the guy who normally answers there.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see Grandpa's message.
That's some asshole. So, oh boy, Grandpa, when will you learn?
He looks like that's happening to him right now.
Yeah. He enjoys farting into the cushion there.
Now, is Percy listening?
I don't know.
Want to join real quick? I mean, I have to go very soon, but
well, Percy. Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah, he's in the chat there. Yeah, Cody has to go like really soon. So if you want to join for about there's a folks Zoom.
Well, if he wants to dial, he could extend the show past.
Well, I can't stay up real late. I mean,
you can stare at a few more gas station signs tonight.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say Zoom. If you haven't been reading the, I don't know, reading the headlines on the paper. I don't know. Evidently, Zoom's been being hacked. Like people have been in business meetings, and then suddenly there's a dick in their face. Like.
And then something happens on Zoom that's bad.
Oh yeah, they have to take the dick out of the mouth. But no. So Zoom has now implemented a thing where there's a password to join. So Percy, if you do want to join us for just about 15 minutes or so before we have to end this show, we could do that. But I gotta give you the password. I guess via the and unless you have the, well, no, he wouldn't be able to get in. That's right. I'd have to give it to you via the email, the Gmail account or something. So I guess I'll open that up to see if we got anything.
Yeah. I got guys. I think I have a bubble in my throat, guys.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, you're Captain Buck Rogers, and according to your ship's log, you left Earth in 1987.
That much I know. Tell me what I don't know.
Well, if preliminary data holds up, it appears you have returned to Earth 504 years later. You are now in the 25th century. Buck, are you all right, Buck? You hear me? Buck?
Buck?
I think I will have that drink now.
L'chaim. I never knew Twiggy was Jewish. What was that about?
KBBB7's in the chat.
KBBB7. Oh, we didn't thank our patrons.
Love you a lot.
Love you a lot.
Yep.
KBBB7. Let's thank our patrons while we're thinking about it.
Chris Wimberly, Don Wong, and Mr. K.
I think I will have that drink now.
7.
Seven. Not quite that many bees. A few fewer bees. Fewer bees.
Well, this robot looks a lot like the Joan Rivers character in Space Testicles, starring Rick Moranis.
Oh, man.
He should come out of retirement to film a follow-up to Space Testicles.
Space Testicles. For sure, yes. Pretty much anything but another Honey I Shrunk or Blew Up or Honey I Changed the Proportional Size of the Kids in some manner. Pretty much any movie he did besides that, he should do a sequel of, because we don't need another. There was like 3 of those or something, wasn't there? Or was there just 2?
There were 3 or 4 at least.
And he was only in the first 2, right?
I think he was in the first 3 because I believe there was the sequel was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Oh yeah.
And then there was Honey, We Blew Up the Kid.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. I Exploded the Kid.
So the whole movie is just about cleaning up the crime scene.
The whole movie is just cleaning up blood and guts from their child that they exploded. It's real fucked up.
It's a 90-minute film. It's
a documentary. You know, they actually exploded a kid on set by mistake, and they said, you know what, this be a good sequel.
And then there's one called Honey, We Blew Ourselves. Honey, We Blew Up Ourselves.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then the next one was Honey, I Saw the Blue Man Group, and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I think there were a couple of Cousin Eddie Island Adventure type sequels.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But now they're getting back on track. They're realizing we can't make these unless Rick Moranis, the equivalent of Randy Quaid.
Not really, but yeah.
No, but in the context of, it's a vacation movie.
Right? Yeah. Gotcha. Well, I mean, if we're about to sign off, then and Percy will just we'll try to do it another time.
I think he is not able to dial.
Well, he's not able to dial, but if he wanted to, he could come on here until you're able to quit, which would only be about 10 or 15 minutes, which would kind of suck, but he could still hang out with us for about 15 minutes. Like I said, it kind of sucked just to be in there that long. So, it's...
Oh, I have a number I need to dial.
Okay. But I do have the Pran Funkels email open, pranfunkels@gmail.com, if you want to send me a note and say, yeah, I want to join, and then I'll send you the password or whatever. Lounge.
Wow.
That's your punishment for making fun of him when we were younger, is now that you do that. Shouldn't have made fun of him.
Well, I'm not a college professor by a long shot.
Was he a professor, or was he just a janitor? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, he was like a dean or something, wasn't he? He was pretty high up, I think.
I think he was a professor.
Okay. He professed his love for whiskey. We know that.
I don't know if we've told this story on Pran Funkels.
He was a real professor.
Well, this whole time I've been dialing a number, and I don't know if it's fucking going through or not.
Well, it's that time of night when shit stops working, I guess. Hell, maybe it's just something with voice, Google Voice or Google Hangouts or whatever, dialer, that after a certain amount of time it just
Google
starts
not
fucking
work.
up. Yeah.
More like
Google not Hangouts, Google not, I don't know, Google Hang-ins,
Thank you for calling 773. I am unable to take your call at the moment. Please leave a message after the tone. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Well, goddamn.
Maplefield University.
Hi, I had a couple of questions about the Octagon situation.
Say again?
I have a survey for you.
Sir, I told you not to call back.
You're an offensive person.
Hello?
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Oh, boy. Ah. Man. Man, oh man. Okay, well, that guy's definitely no fun. He was totally exasperated, dude. Sir.
Sounds like a Gendelson.
HB Energy Answering Service, how may I help you?
Hi, my friend had a Gendelson situation and he asked me to call on his behalf.
Okay.
Would you like to speak with him real quick?
We've reached HB Energy.
Yeah, can you talk to my friend real quick?
Okay.
Hang on.
Hello?
Hi, how can I help you? Hello?
I don't understand what you need. I don't
Well, you
understand what
called
you
me.
need.
This is HB Energy.
This number will not be called again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you called me, so you may have a wrong number.
This number won't be called again.
Okay, thank you.
I don't work for the man. Never.
HB Energy Answering Service, how may I help you?
I have never worked for Burger King.
Oh, this isn't.
What?
This is not Burger King. It's a plumbing and heating company.
That what process has been what?
You have the wrong number, sir.
I have a survey for you.
Oh, I'm not looking for a survey.
I have never worked for Burger King. Do you understand this?
Yep. Thank you. Have a good morning.
I don't understand what you need. Who? We're done here.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Alberto, our sponsor.
Is Percy joining the show?
I guess not.
That asshole.
No, I guess he's too tired. Or, he probably just woke up. So
might have conked out.
Maybe, I don't know. I did mute Pat because his snoring was getting a little loud. Let's check back in with Pat. Are you still asleep, Pat? Oh, Pat. Tom Wopat.
Whoa, Pat.
Whoa. I had to mute him because he was snoring earlier. That was getting a little loud. So.
Well, love you a lot, folks.
It's about time to call it a night.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
If you wanna.
I can't keep going.
If you wanna chat with the audience.
I mean, for about 5 more
Tommy
minutes.
Shanks. Fireside chat.
I have to go to the restroom. Can you chat for a second? I'll come back and.
Nah, I gotta go.
You gotta go right now. Right now.
Yep.
Okay.
In the studio.
All right.
We love you a lot.
Love you a lot. Like to fancy you. I gotta get a song pulled up here. But I'm just gonna have to go to the restroom real quick. Be right back. Yeah, that was Cody playing a little something there. I don't know if he signed off yet. It doesn't look like he signed off, but good night, Cody.
That's a good title song.
What was that?
It has a really good build up and then finishes just right. It's got a good finish.
Just right. Yeah. All right. Did I hear somebody else there for a second?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
It's a Gladstone.
Yeah, we're just finishing up the show here.
All right, man.
All right.
No. No.
It was a funny little joke we played on the no guy, didn't it?
Oh boy.
No.
Nobody gives you the sports like we do. It's always on
cable
like you do.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna sign off.
All right. Good night. And we're going to sign off, and
we're going to come into McGonagall's even though it's closed. It's a different
You all
name now.
take care.
looks like they...
Y'all take care now, you hear?
All right. Good night, Pat. We'll catch up with you down the road. Stay safe. Don't get the virus, okay?
Stacy Statham.
Stacy Statham. I'm Stacy Statham.
In Ohio.
All right. Oh. I should pull that up, huh? See, I don't have your outro. There he goes. I should have just played... We'll pull it up real quick here, just for the hell of it. We'll just play. Good night, Pat. Just me and Pat here. Pat here. Pat here. That was the Game Gear version, by the way, of this.
Sounded
here.
like it.
Yeah, the Game Gear version of this. It's me and Pat here. Pat here. Pat here. Sweet dreams of rhythm and dancing. Sweet dreams.
I'm trying to play a clip that simply won't load.
That's interesting.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it!
I would stay on with the... Yeah, nice.
Big money!
Big prizes! I would stay on with Percy here if he could dial.
But he doesn't have that
Yeah,
option,
I don't have
apparently.
that option, so that's too bad. We'll do it some other time though. I just can't stay up real late because I've got to get up and be a father in the morning. That's always fun. So I'm gonna run away. Here I go.
Whoa! Whoa! Here I go! Whoa! Yeah!
That's for $1.
That brings back memories of playing that on Super Nintendo. So I gotta come up with an end theme here, and I got a newer little soundtrack here.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's nice.
His eyebrows actually raise on the arcade.
That's
how you know
cool.
it's quality.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Much like the gentleman in this clip.
I'd buy that for $1.
The guy looks like he was just dipped in a vat of Salisbury steaks or something.
The gravy from a Salisbury steak. They just lowered him head first into it and pulled him out.
Not literally, but he's wearing glasses. When did that movie came out in 87? Was it?
Yeah, 87.
He was wearing glasses that were about 30 years out of style for that time period.
Okay. Well, it was supposed to be I think it was supposed to be 1996 or something.
Yeah, or 5.
Yeah, 95 or something like that, yeah. They're like 8 years in the future, shit's going to be real bad. I was saying in the chat before we started the show, this virus shit is just, it seems like a bad 80s movie. It's like,
in 1999, no one can go out of their house or else they'll get a virus. Everyone has to wear masks. It's 1999. Everybody knows.
But some dumbasses go out anyway and try to walk as closely as they can to other people.
Well, no, that's the other movie. That's the movie that's the sequel in 2020. Yeah.
Oh,
when people
okay.
the people are 20 years stupider. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yep. So that's what happened. So there's
I'd buy that for $1.
There's a lot of good music on this soundtrack that I'm gonna play here. But I don't know which song I want to play. Really, I just don't. So I just don't know. I don't know if the song that I play will be apropos. It'll go along with a theme, you know. I don't know, but I guess we're done here. And I wish I could keep going with Percy, but it's all right. Like I said, we'll schedule that at some point in the future. So hey folks, that's all we got for you tonight. We got a few decent calls in there. I don't know, man. It wasn't as good as last show. We got a pretty good call in there. That donation call that Kira made was pretty funny. And then last weekend Cody did that gas station one was pretty entertaining. So usually we get a couple, but maybe there was maybe a couple of good ones tonight. I don't know that were worth listening to, but a whole lot of voicemails. And like I said, the this virus has not only hit, you know, all these businesses. It's rough for all these businesses. It's also rough for the prank call business too. Obviously, the business of prank calling is taking a hit here, folks. You know,
just a little bit.
So we gotta stop this shit. Stay in your house, unless you're like me and you're a, in quotes, essential worker. You have to go to work. I gotta say, I'm a little bit jealous when I see all these fucking people, like, not that I'm on Facebook a lot, but you see all these people going like, I don't know what to do with all my free time. I'm just stuck in the house. And I'm like, well, fuck, you know.
Yeah.
I just have to work a regular job. I'm still going to work every fucking day, asshole. No.
And you're not sure if you should be doing that. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's and I'm in the same situation, folks.
Yeah? You're just being told, come to work.
Bingo! Yeah!
Good
luck! You'll need it!
Word.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it! One!
Percy said he enjoyed last week's Killer Clowns from Outer Space story.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns.
Two!
Clear Clowns.
Oh, carnage!
Clear Clowns.
I'd buy that for $1. 10 seconds. Go!
Isn't it the one that says, I like it?
I think you said, I love it.
As you say, I love it. I've been swimming in raw sewage. I love it. Okay, those are all really loud. I don't know if it's just... That was the one where you sit on a toilet. Get it? You just...
Oh, that was all the samples.
Oh, all right. That's pretty cool. Would you get a soundboard?
Hope you enjoyed that.
Oh, I'm sure they enjoyed the shit out of it. So, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's what sounds like when a song comes on. There's a song. Sounds like Killer Clowns. Sounds like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's much it has notes that go down in key. Yeah. So. All right. Well, I guess that's all the time we got.
Love you a lot.
Love you a lot. And we'd really like to fancy you. Thanks for tuning in. And did we thank the patrons?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Love you a lot. KBBBBB7.
Mm-hmm.
Don Wong and Chris Wemberly.
Yeah, those are our patrons. And if you donate on and
thanks to Scotty Wolf for sending a donation tonight.
Yeah, via PayPal. That's what I'm going to say. If you donate via PayPal, you also deserve praise. And you know what? thanks for everybody just tuning in and kind of keeping the old fires burning. The fire that me and Jim loaded in the wood for. Just supporting. I mean, even if you're somebody who can't donate, that's fine, man. That's great. That's still great. We still love you a lot, and we're very appreciative that you like to, you come and tune in and listen to us just babble for fucking 3 hours and have a little bit of fun. Take your mind off all the bullshit that's going on now. All the sounds real real swanky with all the mayonnaise and the bullshit. So, remember what that call was from? Who said that?
What was it?
We had called some goofball and just fucking babbled into his voicemail about burgers and mayonnaise or something, and he was the guy who called back and said, "This chick Brenner and I'm a winner." It sounds like your little party sounds real swanky with all the burgers and the mayonnaise and bullshit. That's what he said. Anyway, so it was kind of a funny moment in Pran Funkels history. Speaking of Pran Funkels history, here in a couple of weeks we're gonna, I guess, have our 6th anniversary, and we'll do something. I don't know. I'll at least make an intro for it, I guess. I was asking Kira, like, should we even do anything for a 6th anniversary? Do you think? You guys?
I think so.
I mean, like what though? I mean, not that we do anything real special, but I guess we at least do an intro. Last year we called a bunch of famous victims and and asked them if they wanted to come to our party. One of those being Georgia Brawler, who said something that Mike would play if Mike were here.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so join us here in a couple of weeks, and it will be the actual 6th anniversary on the 18th in 2 weeks. The 6th anniversary of Pran Funkels. We've been on since 2014. Official first show was April 18th of 2014, I believe. So, if my math is right, but we did a handful of shows before that. Okay. What the fuck is that? You gotta go? Are the cops coming? Oh no. 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 He's gonna make my head looks like spaghetti. What does it say? All right. I think Cody's got to go, so. He sounds like he's trying to cue something up there, but. So.
When it comes to the music of the 90s, anything goes.
No copyright yet. No Jesus Jones. Jesus Jones. Don't do that.
It's good, we'll play it. That's why we got Living in the 90s. 2.5 hours of the coolest songs on 2 CDs.
The coolest songs.
Check it out.
Oh, that's from the song from '89. I'm pretty sure there. The living in the 90s. Oh wait, that was like '94 or something there. I swear that commercial was out like in 1994 or something.
Maybe earlier than that.
Well,
possibly.
that Proclaimers song was from like '94, wasn't it? Or was it '93?
You just missed a key part of the commercial.
Okay, put it back.
You'll be amazed at who you'll find on Living in the 90s.
You'll be amazed.
That was referenced earlier in the show.
You'll be amazed.
Good vibrations. And then there was a Shack hit.
You, legendary artists.
Like,
has the songs you know, the songs you love, and the songs you just can't live without.
And absolutely none of that grunge crap.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah. Well, it hasn't gone mainstream yet. It was happening.
No copyrights tonight on Pran Funkels.
Yep. No.
There's only one thing left to say about living in the 90s.
You're unbelievable.
To order, call the number on your screen or send check or money.
This 16-ounce shake is unbelievable.
Rush delivery available. Living in.
All right, we gotta call this number.
Just to see what happens.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my computer is going to do a restart and do an update in exactly 15 minutes, so we got to be done before then.
Oh, it'll be done before then.
Okay. Tell them you want to order Living in the Nunjays.
The Nunjas?
The Nunjas. The Nunjas.
Jizz.
Living in the Nunjas. The Nunjas.
Nothing offensive about that term.
I didn't know nuns could do that.
Well, they can get it.
Here, have some. Have some of that, you nun.
Acregate.
Hey ho. Early Wayne.
Early Wayne. Tablisada. Last of the summer wine.
Okay, well.
Bugger of fancies. Tablisada. Giblets aplenty. Won't you please, Christopher Elbow? Terribly sorry.
6,000 pounds OBO. OBO meaning or bugger off.
Christopher Elbow. Terribly sorry.
All right. Christopher Elbow. That's not a person's name. Come on.
All right, last call of the night.
For real, folks. We got people hanging on, just waiting. Nobody's even... Living in the 90s.
Bruce Wayne Mechanicals, how may I help you?
Terribly sorry. I was greatly interested in your Christopher Elbow products.
I think you have the wrong number.
Terribly sorry. My name is Roger Griffington. I was calling in regards to the advertisement of the Christopher Elbow.
I think you have the wrong number.
Are you certain of that? Let's give him a call back.
Who is that? What are we calling?
You have reached Postmortem Mechanical.
One more try.
Reach Postmortem Mechanical. Away from my desk. Please.
Terribly sorry.
Either because you were not speaking or because of a bad connection. To disconnect, press 1.
Or because you're doing a bad British accent.
Press 2. At the end of your message, press 1.
Gad Grabelson has a mechanics ointment slip he needs you to sign off on. Can you talk to Frederic? Hang on a second.
Hello, this is Frederick. Hello. Is this some sort of joke? Hello.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. Message review.
Gad Grabelson has a mechanics appointment slip and needs you to sign off on. Can you talk to Frederic? Hang on a second.
Hello, this is Frederick. Hello. Is this some sort of joke?
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To send your message with normal delivery. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
All right. Well, I think that's about it.
Love you a lot.
Want to fancy it? Like to fancy it? We'd love you a lot, and we'd like to fancy it for all of us here at Pran Funkels. Mike included. Someday he'll be back. Kira, someday she'll be back. Has some issues going on with computer things, electronical computer components.
There appears to be a situation where microchips are all simultaneously going absurd.
Boing.
Robot boner detected.
Robot
boner for his word detected.
Did you hear the show the other night where one of our listeners said it would be great if Sir Patrick Stewart were to do the voice of the robot?
Number 1.
My computer chips all go absurd. Boing. All right, folks.
Captain. My microchips all go absurd.
Captain. My microchips. They seem to have gone all absurd.
I'm going to go ahead and stare at your microchips for a minute if you don't mind.
I'm finding them to be quite arousing.
The absurdity of your microchips is arousing my nether regions.
If you don't
mind. For a while.
I'm
sure my dick will go limp after a while. This situation will not continue to be a threat for very long.
This violence will not stand, man. What's he say? This aggression will not stand, man. Repeating George Bush. All right.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
All right, folks. That's it. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week with it for another episode of Pran Funkels. I think most people have already tuned out at this point, so we love you a lot.
Hey, man, tune in or tune out or tune
out and drop in and drop out.
Prepositions, man.
Did you know that song, that Kenny Rogers Condition song,
was by Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, well, it was actually written by Mel Tillis and someone else as a joke because they believed that they could they wanted to show people how easy it was to write a psychedelic song. Like, so it was done as like a joke. It was supposed to be making fun of the whole psychedelic thing, and it turned out to be a huge hit.
And was Kenny Rogers in on it being a joke?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that makes sense because evidently, he's a country singer. I mean, so.
Well, I was talking about how it sounds like every psychedelic.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say that, but I was talking about how it sounded like every other song from that time period.
Yeah, and it really makes sense because if you listen to country music before like the 80s or 70s. It actually had some substance to it. You know, I'm not saying I'm a big fan or anything, but, you know, just listening to music from all periods and stuff. Like,
I like big ass trucks.
Yeah.
And beer on the porch. And
That's-
eating
yeah.
pieces of pork on the inside of my.
Now we should make a song like
Truck.
that to show how easy it is to make a shitty song like that, and it'd be a big giant hit and make $1 million fucking dollars. But no, you know, country music before like 1976 or something, I don't know when, sometime in the 70s, actually told a story. Actually like told a story and took you on kind of a journey. You know, man, like fucking, you know, I don't need to say. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, like Johnny Cash and shit like that. I mean. And then it all all changed sometime in the 70s or 80s and got terrible. And just like Cody said,
Well, Johnny Cash started getting good at music when he decided to cover some people's stuff.
That's true.
In the 2000s.
Yeah, that's true. That's when he finally started to break out. Yeah.
Started to get good at music.
Yeah. So my computer's going to shut down in like 3 or 4 minutes, so I need to go ahead and wrap this up.
All right, good night. Love you a lot.
Good night,
Wanna
folks.
fancy
Love you a lot. Like to fancy you.
If you like the show and you want to support us, keep us going, donation links in the description and on our About page on YouTube.
Yeah. Become a Patreon. Be a real sport.
Patron.
Be a real sport.
Now.
There. Patreon. Patron. Be a patron on Patreon.
Or PayPal.
Or
one-time donation.
Yeah, you can do that too. And we
good night. Love you a lot.
I've said this a lot. I just rescheduled it for 5 minutes later. But sorry.
Good night.
Okay, good night. Said this before, and I had something I was going to say. All the money just goes right back into the show. So, you know, yeah, sure, we might buy some beer. Although I can tell you, I've never bought beer or alcohol with fund money, just because, I don't know. It's easier just to leave it there in the fund, and like I said, we just use it to upgrade our equipment and stuff like that, and put it back into the show. So, and we'll be bringing the game night show back at some point. Not sure when. We need to get all prepared on that. Need to work on that. Kind of been slacking a little bit on that, but that'll be on a completely different channel. And I'll let you know when that comes back and where that's going to be. All right, folks, that's all I got. Witty name. It's got a robot head and an eggplant there, so that's awesome. I like that. All right, that's the show. Good night from everyone here at Pran Funkels. Love you a lot. Like to fancy you. And I'm just going to take a stab and play a song here. Not sure if it's the one I want to play, so I may select something else here. But this is from the soundtrack of a game called Granada. I played a little something, I think, on the last show or the show before that from it that was pretty cool. It's a good soundtrack from the Wolf team. So let's see what this one is. See what this is. That's a good one. Good night, everybody.